face with. There is no magic. There are no inventories. There are no special features or traits.
You
All
don't have any clothes.
you have clothes. All you have are your stats and your skills and your wits, along with things I have given you in your portfolios, which is what I've already sent you, and the secrets. Your task will become all too clear soon. So,
Let's see.
each of you are sitting, and 2 days ago, sitting in your wonderful estate, in the case of Lady Prudence, in your vast estate, Hugo in your ramshackle, busy, disorganized New York office, Finch in your lovely townhouse overlooking Mayfair, Babbage in your wonderfully peaceful Zen garden when you receive a message. The message is carried by a single letter carrier, and it is an invitation addressed explicitly to you. I'm going to read it, don't worry. It reads thusly: Welcome, detectives, to a night unlike any other. Tonight, you are not simply guests, you're players in a game of life and death. The winds howl through skeletal trees outside the bones of this ancient mansion when you arrive. But it's not the cold that will send a shiver down your spine. It's the unknown, the feeling that something sinister might be the grand veneer. Behind these walls, secrets fester. Lies twist, turn like a serpent, coiling tighter with every passing second. I have summoned you not for the grandeur of a dinner, but for a darker purpose. Purpose that even now may be watching your every move. Your best minds in the art of education are to step into the labyrinth of my riddles. But beware, for this puzzle is more dangerous than any you ever faced. Tonight, the stakes will be the highest against your pride and reputation, and your very lives. Listen carefully, for the house whispers. Watch closely, for even shadows can deceive. Trust no one, for behind every kind word lies a dagger. The answers you seek within these walls, obscured by layers of trickery, red herrings and illusions. But tread carefully, for every step you're closer to the truth. And so, dear detectives, I invite you to dinner and a murder. Let the game begin, and welcome to A Dinner to Die For. I love Ida's face there.
So,
how
as
intriguing!
Now, this sounds like something I should not attend.
This sounds exactly like something I should attend.
I'm attending just for the good food, as long as it's a good steak.
Oh,
I'm,
with the monocle! And she's immediately starting to pack.
I don't need to pack, I travel light.
I'll be pacing in front of the window of my penthouse, overlooking the city. Adjust my lapel just a little bit. Fold the note up
Babbage.
in my pocket. Well, he did
Babbage will-
say there would be stakes. Although I doubt he meant it that way. I've always wanted to try an escape room. This sounds intriguing.
Babbage, do you have anything to add? I was terrified.
Babbage will press a button on the remote, and small automatons around his estate are bringing him his luggage.
Of course they are. Shortly, the few days after, you make your own arrangements to travel to the location from your different parts of the world. You do, however, all meet at a single point in a single carriage, in individual carriages, sorry, leading up to a rather, shall we say, mysterious mansion. It is a location some of you know well and some of you know of. for all to keep
Nah.
known purely to yourselves.
But we were all riding the same carriage.
Yes, you are.
So
Wait,
must be
this means that my character knows exactly where we are and who we're about to visit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Is it who I think it is? From my thingy?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
It was labelled at the bottom. Vespertine.
Okay, so it is Vespertine, okay.
I didn't say that. I'm sorry.
Is this just a ridiculously huge map, or do we not see anything?
Both?
I was remiss to not do one thing, so I do apologise.
Because I keep scrolling to see if I can find myself.
I'm
Is
sorry.
it?
I'm doing it now. Okay.
Okay.
It is a fairly big map, though.
Yes.
How is your computer going to fare with that?
Looks like you are all joining for the game too this evening.
Hello.
Ah! Yeah.
How wonderful to see you all here. Let's hope none of you make us embarrassed.
God.
No, I wouldn't worry about that.
I can't.
Embarrassment comes in second nature for me.
Oh dear.
Oh God! I approve. I approve.
Excellent.
We have gotten a visitor from the Wine Goblin.
We do.
God. Oh, it's got a crown. Oh no.
Oh God!
Hmm.
The Wine Goblin Queen.
It's the Goblin Queen.
I approve. You should wear that all next week while you're both off.
Bye bye as the world turns round.
Oh, how amazing.
Jesus Christ. That's why I can't trust this woman.
I like that woman, but she's fine. She torments you.
Oh, thanks.
She is amazing.
Somebody's got to. As far as other than me.
True. Right, there we go. Now I'm back.
Ah,
Your mother is adorable.
That's the word for it, is it? Okay.
it's very fun.
Right, do you,
You don't know what she calls her.
do you all know where you are?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
So I don't really care to
I
ask. But
generally
I assume
in
you
life.
all know our host in some way.
Oh, yeah. Yes. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yes. No.
I'll
Yes.
take that as a no and a yes.
Yes.
Take it as a baby.
I'll take that as early onset Alzheimer's.
I forgot it as our map.
In some degree or other, I assume you know our host.
No.
Well,
No.
our host does have a habit to waltz in to my in my area of friends, even invited or not. But I think he can host a fine evening.
You're
Hopefully.
friends with this
Oh.
person. Ugh.
Yes, I have a bit of a sorted relationship, but a
Now I
fine
can
dinner
see the map.
should be quite intriguing, that's for certain. I sense the beginning of much treachery this evening.
No, there is no limit to the treachery of this person.
Well, you do have a special relationship, don't you? And she eyes you, Professor Babbage, with her monocle.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She still eyes you with a monocle. Like she's trying to find out the truth or something. You get an uneasy feeling.
This reminds me of this little red button I have that helps my automatons do stuff.
I think we all have secrets and treachery in us all.
I am not treacherous. I am the pinnacle of justice? No. Chivalry? No.
Choose something more
In
sinister.
the call of
Your own life.
the pinnacle of my own life.
The
The
master of
pinnacle
your
of your own
destiny.
undecisiveness.
Absent-mindedness. Yes. Now, where did I put that thing? And you can see Babbage is searching his everything in order to find something.
Are we by the gate, by the way? Is it like you're ready for us to exit the carriage and knock on the door?
You are by the gate as you disembark from the gate itself. Ah, that's
Am I supposed to press play on our piano?
no. I'm trying to do it.
Okay.
It doesn't want me to do it. Leading you from the location where you were picked up in a dark, leather-bound carriage is a man with a jocular and oddly sunny disposition. His name, as you have come to know, is Jameson. He is a cripple.
Oh, that's loud.
Broken hand.
It is so loud. Give me a second.
Oh god. Yeah, give me a second. That's loud.
I can't turn it down. Wait, I have the empathy. What? Stop. There. Yeah, now.
There we
That's
go.
better.
28%. I can hear again. It was just suddenly storms and pianos. Okay.
Yeah, I just heard some Alex mumbling in the background.
Right.
That's the effect of Jameson.
Hello again,
Oh,
Jameson.
Jameson has
It's been a little while since we've seen.
Hello, my lads. Had a good trip. You notice that he is very well dressed, apart from the fact he has neither legs. He has 2 crutches, and one of his arms is clearly broken. Yet he's somehow managing to steer a carriage. The masterpiece is going to be waiting for you inside, methinks. Hope you had a nice time. Maybe I'll be seeing you later. Especially you, lovely lady. And he'll look up and down Prudence.
Well, it's nice to see you again. I'm.
Don't be rude, Jameson.
And you, madam, and he'll gesture towards Cornelius. Who is technically wearing a dress, so...
Don't you get us confused again.
I'll be seeing you later. At which point it begins to very heavily, and I mean heavily, begins to rain.
Well, not that we were planning on standing around, but I'm rushing inside.
You reach a large iron-bound door with a single hole in the middle, which appears to be a door. The doors themselves are closed at this present moment in time, and the rain is lashing down against you.
I will take point and clang the single door knocker.
Now stop that yelling. That's unnecessary.
It's something. It's something. We have to investigate. And she pulls her ear into the door. And her eyes are wide open.
I'm just gonna open the door if I can. Is it unlocked?
The door is locked.
No.
You hear
Alright.
a perception.
Jameson? Why do we keep hearing perception rolls?
Jameson is hobbling off. You always hear a perception roll. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a perfectly normal thing to hear.
What, for somebody with no legs?
Yeah. Click clapping.
When getting fallen over, you mean?
So it's a 13 for me.
Breaking bones in the background.
He falls over and he's like... Nobody double bombers, fuck off!
Yes. So, the only person who really hears anything is Lady Prudence. Do you want to be Lady Prudence or do you want to be Lady Ravencroft? What one do you want to be?
Well, Okay, my friends can call me Prudence. If they're not my friends, it's Lady
I'm
Ravencroft.
the DM.
Well, you can call me Prudence just for easy sake. And all of the people in and all of the people here can call me Prudence, but I expect any other people to call me Lady Ravencroft, or I'd be very cross.
Of course you will.
Lady
Because it's
Ravencross.
Lady Prudence.
I recommend
Raven
giving
very
Ida
cross.
the upper class bitch.
Do you now? You had to expect this.
I did in some capacity, but it's just come out
Could
better
you-
than I anticipated.
Ah,
Could you picture me being Hugo Grimson, for example?
No!
No, exactly.
Hugo is written for Marcus. Each of these characters is explicitly written for you, each of you.
Jameson, terribly sorry, but before you wander back to your quarters, would you mind getting to the front door for us? It is coming down dreadfully.
He will begin to start hobbling towards you at a pace
Ow.
not seen since Glacier's moved.
Go, my boy.
At which point, Prudence...
Yeah, man, you need to make a hurry.
This is
go.
him hurrying.
At this point, do you want me to lend you a helping hand?
No,
Bet you with a slap on the back.
I can run, I can jump, I can leap just as I used to.
I think he needs a helping foot.
Dude.
No, a helping hand, bet you from a nice, sturdy hand should get you moving.
Jameson has been nothing but lovely for many, many years.
Hard to hear when all of you are yapping in my other ear. Please let me have a hear.
Then we
Wait,
shall be
is that
quiet.
right?
You hear the sound of footsteps inside. Prudence.
Light or heavy?
Heavy, discernible, pointed footsteps.
It's very heavy.
Anyone wish to
Some-
press the doorbell again?
I'm just going to go up and press the doorbell very heavily at this point.
Oh God, they keep murdering people inside.
I have a
What
theory.
is-
Why
horrible
did I
scream
come
you
here?
I have a theory. Someone press the doorbell again.
No, you're just gonna murder another person.
I have a theory. I think
I'm
it's
certain this is
the
nothing but a bit of,
doorbell noise.
it's nothing but a bit of ambiance.
That is why my
Vespertine
theory
is
is right.
nothing if not a little bit theatrical.
Have you ever heard of the quandary where someone gives you a button and promises you money in order to click the button, and every time you click the button, someone dies? This is it.
This is the button.
This is the button.
At this point, I'm just going to get really
I am-
annoyed, where she grabbed the door handle and absolutely smashed the door basically with my other hand trying to open it and knocking at the same time. Saying, you want us here? We are here. Let us in.
Hmm.
The door will
I'd
open.
rather not be let in, but, you know.
You were here on the other side of the door. Myriad of clicks, dings, twisting of gears, all the way down the line of the door, until finally the handle turns.
Hmm.
Hideous
No.
creaking of the door.
That
Sounds
is.
like
That's how the door sounds?
yeah, that's how the door sounds.
Alright.
It's not crack cocaine, it's fine.
That's a little bit complicated.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes at this.
Hmm.
On the other side of the door, as it opens, stands an incredibly well-dressed and well-appointed butler, with one issue.
Here's
Right.
one of them. Oh,
I mean, his name is also an issue. He has been bullied his whole life.
I will say one thing, but his hair is very finely groomed.
He's doing that very well for a blind person.
He is.
Look, that
Like, he-
I have
I would like to know basically who the person is basically ironing his clothes as well, because they are very
Ah.
great.
Hello, Bensonhurst. Long time no see.
Good evening, sir. Did I hear?
Was that supposed to be a pun? And he
Just a
points to his eyes.
Yes, it's a bit of a running
You have
joke.
a sense of humor.
Nah, ha, ha. I have a sense
Lady
of
Prude.
smell.
Lady Prudence just starts taking off her jacket and shoes and just hand it to the butler like she knows how this drill goes.
That's shoes.
Now, where is this
Wait,
fine
we need to
dinner
address
party
shoes.
going to? Yes, well, no, not me, maybe not the
it's
shoes,
true,
but her
you've said it
jacket.
now, you've said it now.
Okay. Lady Prudence likes to go without shoes, okay? I'm fine with it. She hands over her
Amen.
shoes and
I thought
jackets.
she was expecting carpet slippers to be handed to her.
Here, and out to be a little modest.
I presume you are all here at the master's invitation.
Yes, that would be
Well,
the
of
case.
course we are.
I mean, the nerve of this man, but yes.
We don't go around the habit of crashing high society events. Or is it not
You
a high
don't?
society event, this? Anyway, we are here on invitation, yes. Now, where is our delightful host this evening?
Your hosts will join you after. Mr.
Ah,
Vespertine
wonderful.
wants to eat out.
Right.
He's a vampire, isn't he?
That was very loud.
Sorry, I told you I was very prepared for this.
I knew he was, but he was adding all stuff all day.
I can't take that sound seriously though.
Please, come in. I will show you to your rooms for the night.
Oh, this is a sleepover as well. Lovely.
Mark, your host prefers you to dress for dinner. Please, follow me. It's been so long since I've had guests.
I imagine it's the same rooms as before. Yes,
I
Benson.
really follow him at this point.
We'll see. Perhaps the master has made. The master has made.
I
Understand.
mean, has he hired new people for music, or
When you got a new
Yes.
doorbell?
is it just theatricals and he eyes Lady Ravencroft?
Me? I'm glad you reminded me. Me not paying attention. Dunhurst, why don't you go grab all of my trunk and then you show me to my room? Excuse me, Professor Babbage, what did you say?
I will grab it later once I park the carriage.
No, Professor Babbage, you had a question.
Oh no, I was merely an observation.
An observation. No.
Yes, about the theatrics. That reminds me that one time I went to an opera concert. The theatrics there were very, very good. And you might say they were even splendid, just like my inventions. And you can see he's tinkering with something. Like, all the buttons you can invent for different things. Yes, yes.
I would recommend you not pressing any buttons.
Like this
Professor.
one. And it
No.
presses
We
a button.
don't want the chandelier incident happening
You
again.
see? And it is the button that murders people.
No.
There's 3 murders on our hands now.
Your obsession with murders is quite fascinating.
Don't you hear the screaming, lady?
Travis is instantly into Finch's mindset. Your attempts to reverse is quite fascinating.
No, Professor
You gave me a
Babbage,
character.
I know that this isn't you, because if it were you, we would have had an explosion that would shatter all of the fine tea china.
If this is actually Babbage at this point. Is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
No, I'm quite
I
questioning.
I do not know what
But
you
we
mean.
haven't seen anything dark yet, like down these dark alleys.
As you say,
Ah,
this
man.
is
We are-
lightning
We are meant
sky.
to be here, finding a murderer. But I have
I
seen
mean,
a murderer.
press the button again and follow the sound.
This is just a sound. We are here investigating.
Yes,
Sure.
investigate the sound and you find the murders.
I think that
Investigate the sound. I can walk down any dark alley and find
Is
a murder
murder
body.
the clue?
A murder down a dark alley is much more.
I'm going to take that button and I'm going to shove it so I can't speak out loud because it's
everyone, come on.
But-
Let's
No,
settle
but-
into our quarters, and then we will grab a bite for dinner and proceed to inquire as to the nature of our
Ooh,
challenge.
I do like the sound of dinner.
Tonight. They did say that there would be stakes involved.
Oh, I want
So-
steak.
Maybe we'll
Nice.
get one for dinner. But it looks like we're almost here, so I
Travis, you see
believe
why
this
I
room.
need you in this role?
Yes, I believe this room is mine. But if I am correct, Bensonhurst,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. But the guest quarters are the ones directly next to it, correct?
On the upper mezzanine, sir.
Yes, just a
Allow
few.
me to lead you.
Thank you very much.
And he would gesture for you to follow him. Which I just realised no one's actually doing because they can't.
I still a black map.
Yep.
Yeah, so right.
It's very small. Basically, you can actually just find it and then just follow.
There we go.
I'm
Yeah,
not
then
in
the-
control of their tokens.
Focus ping it.
I'm in the middle of the fountain.
There we go. That makes
I'm
sense.
just off the fountain, just up the stairs.
Wait,
Yeah, no, I can see now.
I can't.
Man, no wonder when I opened up,
I'm pinging.
I checked my vitals on my
Okay.
computer, and it was like you're using 87% of your CPU.
Uh,
to run
basically
one tab
the middle
Discord.
of the map.
Or
Middle
one
of
tab
the
in,
scroll.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful! I can see. Okay.
Yes. Let's just get moving then.
Bensonhurst will happily lead you out and up the stairs, at which point you hear. What the fuck is it?
Oh, it is so laggy.
Ah. You see this dog's head, Lady Ravencroft.
And
You
yeah,
should-
Lady Ravencroft grabs the butler's arm in terror.
Never mind,
Yeah.
lady, it's just the cat.
It's just the cat.
Yes, he's a very angry cat. Mr. Vesper.
Please don't.
It's technically not possible for a cat to make a barking noise.
Is the cat allowed in the guest quarters?
Had him fixed, and he didn't want to.
Oh. Now where is that button, people?
Yeah, I would turn off dynamic lighting. That should help a lot.
Mhm.
Oh, the lag.
Oh, thanks so much. It can scroll now. It was refreshing at like 1 frame a second.
Yeah, I'll turn off dynamic lighting. This
Perfect.
Is big enough. This big for a reason, though.
Oh,
Mm. Yes.
undoubtedly. So up the central stairs, correct?
Miss Prudence on the first left. Mr. Grimstone on the second left. Mr. Finch the first right. Mr. Babbage the second right.
Second right, the second right, the second right, the second right.
I'm assuming this door.
The second right, this. I assume there is a door close to where I am.
I'm presuming this one then, the second left.
As I said, the problem with slightly AI generated stuff.
Yeah. Apart from that, there's no steps or anything on the bottom.
Yes,
We just got the roof up.
second. Door to the right.
As
Come now.
the problem with all of my characters is the fact that none of them knows the difference of left and right, and I don't know where to go.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
I don't
I
know
think-
my left from my right neither, so it's fine.
Mr. Finch will be walking with everybody. Mr. Finch will be walking with everybody else, seeing them to their, sort of accompanying them to their rooms before settling into his own. Now,
Dinner will be served
I'm
at 7.
What
So-
time is it currently?
And I will look at my clock.
You don't need to.
the chime will go off. The house has a clock.
Yes, but I still want to see what time it is. Is that too much to ask for? And he would tap his clock.
What's your answer?
Yeah, there's a huge
There's a
ass
clock.
clock over there.
There's a huge ass clock on the map.
Okay, it's 6. So in
But is
an
he
hour.
correct, the clock? That is the question.
Yes, I don't know why it had 2 hour hands left.
Well, it did say
That's
6,
what
and now
I'm
it says
thinking.
12.
Oh, it's just 6
Eh.
now.
No,
Oh,
it
is it?
doesn't.
No, the
He's only
hand
got one
disappeared.
fucking hand.
No, it's back. Hands there.
Not for me.
It's not for me either. It was
Okay.
initially, but it's gone now.
I can see 1 minute thing. The minute thing.
Oh.
Not the.
I saw a hand appear down here.
Yeah, the hand is down here.
Yeah, the hand. Yeah, the hand is down there.
Is it okay now?
No. It's just
It
getting
appeared.
larger, the hand is.
I
Like
mean,
the
it's
taking
only. It only shows one hand. And it's, well,
There we go.
There it is.
Hey, there we are.
So that was
it's
a bit of a
slightly above
carriage ride from the port of
Sun
entry,
Garden.
but I will need a bit of freshening up before dinner. I suggest you all do the same.
Are
Is
you
there-
telling me I smell?
No, but if that is the
Yes, you do.
implication that you wish, you may take it as you will.
You do smell.
Often
Sunshine.
the inner psychology is a very self-diagnosing process.
He has completely blocked you out as he's tinkering with something. Well, oh, yeah, right.
I'm gonna
Right,
look over at I don't remember her actual Lady Ravenhurst and just be like, he smells a little.
He does smell right. Yes, I know.
Hugo smells of freaking cigars, and no one's questioning that.
Cigars smell lovely. What are you talking about?
But back
Oh,
on
man.
topic,
I do smell a cigar. I'm currently running out of the cigar. I need a new one.
Is it
I
because
would
it's
like
just-
to point out. I would like to point out I am the only one that started in a Zen garden.
Is it because he's Chinese? Is it because he's Oriental? Are you saying he smells Oriental?
Yes.
He smells
I
like a
smell
slit eye. I'm going to just say it right now.
I
The
think it's
the
more to
thing
do with the
that's-
tinkering and the fact that he hasn't showered maybe in a few days.
Yes.
You
oh,
see
he
there's
has-
oil stains
little
and
and he has only the sun garden. Like I have a huge garden,
I
a house, and everything else, and he doesn't have anything.
I
what
have
did
no
I
shower.
get the cat?
So anyway,
Mention.
I'm gonna go freshen up. I recommend you all go freshen up
Oh
as
God!
well,
And she runs into a room.
and I will see you all shortly at dinner.
Shortly at dinner. I assume the bedroom on the other side of the wall
They
here.
don't have maps.
Now what
They
is
have- they
this?
have something different.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a bedroom.
It's not a bed.
Oh, okay.
Because the bedrooms are a little bit different. I'm playing
Okay.
with this in this one.
Oh God!
Can
Please
everyone
tell me you're not.
please roll a d20 and I'll see how high you roll. Press the dice on the left side.
D20.
A 10.
Well,
Press the dice on the left hand side and just press d20.
Mm,
Dice on the left hand side.
Yeah, on the left hand side is live your map.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the little top, like middle in the left. It's the bottom of the bar, but there's just this little bar that has a bunch of tools for Roll20.
And then
Oh.
looks like a D20. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Finch, as you roll the highest, you should have.
Okay.
No, actually, not Mr. Finch. How useful.
Seems fitting. Anyway.
I'm going to show it to everyone.
That's valid.
Hmm.
Your room is designed in a beautiful, lavish style. There are beautifully arranged decks of cards on the side table, spread out as if they were mid-game. A small painting of a jester with eyes that seem to invigorate the soul. There's only one mirror, and it seems to be like a magician's wand. There's a jar filled with coins that sits on the shelf. Scattered across the bedside table, also poker chips. Each one with a specific place denoted on it. There's also a drawer on the dresser that suddenly appears a jar. Hanging above the bed is a large ornate painting of a fortune teller with a crystal ball. The bed itself looks perfectly normal, plush bedding and a quilted blanket. Overall, it's quite a luxurious room, completely devoted to certain intrigue of gambling.
As I walk into the room, I'll just take a quick glance around, not really paying too much mind to the decor, and just mutter out loud, huh, must be on a Vegas kick this year. It's interesting, but always redoing something. But it's still the same old bones as before. Alright, where's that wash basin? And I'm going to look for a wash basin to
Absolutely.
clean up just a little bit.
Next up,
It's probably behind one of the something or others. It's always there.
It's hidden behind like a gothic screen covered in poker chips.
Ah, here we are. It's always something.
There's always some intricacy to it. So, Lady Ravenscroft, you are next. That was clearer than I meant it to be.
Mhm. You're the next victim.
Your room.
Speaking of creepy,
I hate how the couch is placed.
I know, it's horrific, isn't it? I tried so much changing the couch, but it wouldn't let me. It's very quaintly appointed in the manner of aristocracy. There's a writing desk that's laid out perfectly, but not a paper out of place, and a delicate ink pot and quill with small book open to the middle. There's a large gilded mirror that hangs on the wall near the bed. There's a beautiful grandfather clock that stands in the corner of the room. Its pendulum swinging slowly. There's luxurious velvet curtains adorned with gold tassels that seem to blow softly even though all of the windows are closed. A lavish jewelry box sits on the nightstand, slightly ajar, as if someone's looked through it. The wallpaper in the room is a beautiful floral pattern everywhere, amidst the wood panelling. The bed itself is an extravagant four-poster. It's an extravagant four-poster draped with lace and satin. Sorry, I tried my best in the picture. It's immaculately smooth. Hanging on the walls are portraits of women in Victorian dresses staring forwardly with blank expressions, as was the style of the time. The entire place is decked with luxury and old-world charm.
Oh, I like how he designed the couch to face the wall. It means that this mystery now, I have a soft spot to sit on while I look for evidence. Which is her way of, like, she puts shit on the wall if she needs a comfy. Yeah, like the couch is facing the wall because she's sitting in the couch while looking at evidence that hangs on the
Thank you
wall.
for giving
So
me a reason that it's like that.
yes.
I know what that was.
Now, that jewelry box. And she will go over, not touching anything, but just peek with her monocle around it.
That's an odd way of saying that sentence.
There's nothing more than paper from what you can see in it.
So it's not my jewelry box, it's just a jewelry box.
It's a jewelry box,
Is it jewelry in the jewelry box?
yes. No, it's paper in the jewelry box.
How odd. And she will
Well,
she will, like-
screaming doorbell doorbell the dogs that are meant to be cats. Nothing is odd till this point. There's paper in the drawing box. That's weird.
This has to be a clue. And she will start rummaging the papers and like see if anything stands on any of them. That is her way of working this now.
I will get to you in a moment on that.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Next up, we have Professor Babbage. Yours is one of the oddest, and I dare say my favourite room is a toss-up between Finches and Prudences. Finches and Babbages, sorry.
Uh-huh.
You are led to a room designed to almost like appear as a menagerie of puzzles and difficult, complex rings. There's a workbench in the corner of the room covered in vials, beakers, and strange alchemical bottles. Known to you, presumably. Several ingredients are laid out along with a half-finished potion. Scrawled on a chalkboard is a complex mathematical formula that appears to be something important. A grand, intricate mechanical clock stands in the centre of the room, its cogs and gears exposed with strange symbols etched in the frame. On the bedside table, there's a beautifully carved wooden box with multiple rotating sections. Perhaps this is a puzzle too. A large crystal prism sits on a shelf, catching the light from the window and casting rainbows across the room. A tall ornate cabinet is locked with a very intricate lock. It appears to be a puzzle in itself. A flask filled with glowing liquid sits on the windowsill, radiating a soft, eerie light. On the floor tiles near the bed, filled with oddly unstable. The bed itself seems basic and useful, but the room itself holds more mystery than sleeping quarters themselves. This is an actual simulation of the room, it appears.
Then Babbage will take his time walking around the room, inspecting stuff.
I know I'm giving you guys a lot of info.
Yeah.
I know this. Hugo's room, I'm sorry. Hugo's is the most basic room. In a way. In a way, it's the most basic. It fits Hugo.
Calvin.
That actually looks cozy though.
Yeah, it does.
Not as Prudence, but as I.
It reflects a tough, no-nonsense attitude to everything. Everything's utilitarian and filled with nothing but usability. There's no frills or special things going on. There's a large iron-bound trunk at the foot of the bed, with a heavy padlock sealing it shut. A sturdy wooden desk stands in the corner covered with papers and strangely old case files. A large rug, which is rough and hewn, is spread out on the floor. It appears dirty and worn as if used for ages, perhaps forgotten to collect. The closet is sparsely filled with hanging coats, boots, and pairs of gloves. Strangely, the same size and style that Hugo wears. A single wooden chair in the room seems out of place, too delicate and too finely crafted. The utilitarian feel of the room is just odd in comparison to it. A large, old-fashioned lantern sits on the nightstand, casting a dim light across the room. There is no other light apart from the central hanging pendant. A wall-mounted weapon rack holds various tools of the trade, knives, daggers, and a club. A large window overlooks the mansion's ground, but the glass is dirty and cracked, distorting the view outside. This room reflects Hugo's approach to no-nonsense detective work.
And I'm going to walk up to the desk and start going through the paperwork.
They seem to be your papers from your last 4 cases.
And I keep going through them all. And then, once I've gone through them all, I want to take a look at the chest.
Chest appears full.
Is there any chance of picking it?
Motion detected at the front door.
You were going to roll a sleight of hand, which is... I've forgotten numbers.
It is
28.
third from the bottom.
28.
Huh? 20.
28. I've numbered
I know you have.
It's effective and it works.
Okay,
It's good to know
nice.
where things are. Oh shit, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Good.
That's the closet, that's why it's not telling me what I want messages. Inside there seems to be nothing more than dust and a few unimportant trinkets. But there does seem to be a hidden latch underneath.
Can I try and pull the latch?
Pulling a latch, you find there's nothing underneath. This was clearly a waste of time.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to spend some time just looking around the room and everything.
Okay, which brings us back to Mr. Finch.
Yes.
I'm going to give you each some time to do something in your rooms before you reconvene again.
Let's see. What would Finch be doing? Again, reaching behind the something decorative and flourished, he's going to find the simple wash basin. Washing his face off, his hands just a little bit to freshen up for the day. Taking off the long, dusty overcoat he has, he will hang it on something that he can find. It doesn't look like there's much in the way of furnishings in this lavish, garish room.
Yeah, it's both lavish and garish and basic. It's an odd mix.
Yeah. So he'll drape it over something that resembles a chair or a desk and start dusting off, well, not dusting off, but he'll set his briefcase down and start changing into an evening attire as opposed to a traveling clothes. A nice, like, tweed suit, something comfortable and not flashy, but a little bit nicer than what he normally walks in and travels in. So a bit of a brown tweed, probably the same shoes, but he'll just clean them up. And just spend the time getting ready for the evening.
You're ignoring the room around you, basically.
Not entirely, but
You're paying
mostly
attention, not interacting with it as such.
yeah, I'm not particularly concerned with this. It's just some new form of intricacy from our host. I'll take a quick glance at a few things, maybe poke my fingers in some of the moving flashing lights and the fancier things, but not really trying to uncover any hidden secrets. I'm just, I guess, seeing where the holes are in the presentation. So, if you would like a roll for that, that's fine, but
Unless you wish to investigate anything specifically, no, I don't need to.
not specific, I don't think. I think just,
Purveying what is going on.
because I'm assuming this is just a facade over the room that used to be here, essentially.
Is you can at least tell this is specifically tailored to your own personal taste. What you would want, and it seems almost fiendishly cultivated, so there are things
Strange.
that if you were in the mind as such to investigate would perhaps hold your attention for longer when should the nature lead.
That's fair. As I see that there's more and more of this room that is almost too tailored, I guess I'll start looking around and seeing if I can find any threatening symbolism, or not like, we're going to murder you, but
You're next.
nothing like that. But just seeing if I can start to undo the language that was used for this decoration, and if it was meant as a compliment or as a insult or somewhere in between.
Sight, please.
Okay. That seems valid. Where did my character sheet go?
I'm sorry, it's weird.
There you are.
We never use Roll20 character sheets, but I didn't want to create characters for this. We can just use stats.
That's fair. Insight. Oh, something that he's not good at that he should be.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You gave me the psychologist character, and then he has a 1 on his insight.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Is he a deceptive type of?
Yes. He's the kind that just
Let
sits
me-
and say, how does that make you
Let me see if there's a... Give me a second here. Oh, that's right. I have it in a different window. I don't know why it's being dumb.
feel? Sorry, I have given you guys a lot, but you can understand why now. I might package this as a PDF because I like this.
Okay, that completely broke.
Well,
Uh,
I'll help you out. This room is.
We'll come back to. I was just gonna see if there was any other stat that I would potentially be able to roll instead of insight.
Investigation, potentially, I will grant you.
Okay.
For most things,
I was just-
investigation is a genuine use.
Motion detected at the front door.
Why is my character sheet now blank? I don't know. I had it open a minute ago, and now I opened it again, and it's just a blank white page.
Were you trying to roll investigation?
Yeah, or something else that would be similarly suited to the situation.
An 18.
Okay.
maybe refresh roll 20 or close the exterior window and reopen it.
The exterior window is already closed because it wasn't working right either.
Maybe refresh roll 20 and the window.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might have to do that.
This room is a deliberate attempt to distract you from your current task. You can tell that at least every single one of these things, as you said, is too pointed and too tailored. to
Garish.
exactly you. Things that would intrigue you, perplex you, and make you stay here for longer than you should do.
There. So my initial instinct was fairly accurate, and I'm just going to continue cleaning up, preparing myself, and getting ready for dinner.
So, next we have. Is it Prudence
Prudence.
next, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Prudence.
Yes. She is deeply invested in these papers now, in the jewelry,
Ah,
which is probably a way to distract Prudence, but
I mean, it worked.
it worked. Well, she's been there for what, 1 minute. So she's firstly just gonna go through
You
papers
said
to
you
see.
were looking through the papers, correct?
Yes, she is going to look through the papers to see if it says anything. Is it like torn up? Because it's a jewelry box. It's limited how much paper can be in there.
There is a stack of papers. I'm going to show it to everyone because I have to, but it's just the way this works. There is a stack
Well, it's more
of
fun if all can see.
There is a stack of papers that act as a admirer's list.
Okay.
I've since stated that someone has been writing to Lady Prudence.
She's going
About
to
her
take.
skills and how terrible of a lady she is, and how, in the peculiar phrasing, how her innocence has been taken very soon, and she is not a lady at all. And they seem to be signed off with an individual's signature who seems to be textured but doesn't have a visual appearance.
Whatever.
You have never received
Gosh.
this.
She is going to take her monocle and take a closer look at the signature. I don't know if the monocle does anything extra.
I mean, the monocle is, I'll give
Is
you
he-
a +1 to perception. It seems fair. But this is not a perception roll, this is an investigation roll.
She will take her monocle up all close so she can see anything, and she will also go to her writing desk. And I assume there's a lantern there, so she will aid with lights in order to
You don't get a bonus.
Try and
you don't get a
deduct this.
bonus for illumination, I'm sorry.
Okay, what did you want me to roll?
Investigation. Get used to it, it's going to be used a lot today.
10.
You have disadvantage.
Oh,
And it's
well
the
then it is 10. Because it's the first one, isn't it?
Do you have
no. Yeah, if it's disadvantage, it's the lowest one.
Do you have disadvantage
Yes.
or advantage?
Oh, wait. does
It
that
automatically
say
rolls
anything?
2 for us when we do this from
Yeah.
the character sheet built in. The first one is if it's a flat roll, and then otherwise it's advantage or disadvantage you get to choose.
Bear in
Yes.
Yeah.
as applicable.
So it's always-
Yeah, it's just
So
kind of
is it
baked
the-
in.
Is it the ticked off thing
Yeah.
you're thinking of? Yeah, no, investigation for me is not ticked off, if that's what you mean.
That's proficiency.
Yeah, that's proficiency.
Yeah, I thought that was proficiency. But yeah, no, it is a 10, because it's the first roll.
Exactly, Ronis. There's clearly something there, but without some kind of ink or powder, you can't quite figure out what it is. But you have a staunch feeling you never received these letters. Yes.
I assume all of the letters is signed by the same person.
You cannot tell because you cannot see the signature.
Yeah, but like, is it the same signature on every letter? Is
Can't
what I
see the
mean.
signature.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
the
every
same
signature is-
handwriting.
Ah,
Yeah, is it the same handwriting?
With an investigation of 10, I'm afraid you don't know.
It could be.
It could be. It could not.
I
be,
could-
you don't know.
I could see the length of the smudge.
No, you couldn't know with an investigation of 10.
Okay.
Darling, keep trying.
Okay, fine.
It is lovely penmanship.
It's beautiful
I
penmanship.
I will
Private schoolboy penmanship.
because Lady Prudence is all about punctuality. So she knows she has a dinner she has to make. She will because she has to change her clothes. She is in her travel. I have to change, you know. Can't be going to dinner in travel clothes. So she will put the not all of the letters, but a couple of them at least, so she can have some with her on her bed. She will start rummaging through all of her bags, which I assume has come to her room by this point.
They have most definitely come to a room by a dumbwaiter.
All 12 of them.
Yes, by a dumbwaiter.
Amazing. She will find her finest evening gown.
It's white
match it
with
up.
green lace.
Amazing. She will match it up with a purse, be enough to stack some letters and some other things. And she will get ready and start making her hair. It will take her approximately 25 minutes to do her hair. So it is important to be fine looking for dinner.
Okay.
And she will start like pinning shit to her hair and making her hats look like perfectly placed and shit. She's gonna spend a lot of time doing that.
Okay.
Looking dapper.
Which takes us to Professor
Babbage walking around the room sees the potion vials and almost chemistry station with ingredients laying out, and he will take a moment to look at it and look at the potions that are half made, and he will this man he should never have started with potion making. His potions seem to be weed cocktails, and I can't forget the day he drank one of his potions and he spoke in rhymes the entire day. It was awful.
I feel like that's a dig at me.
It was awful, but yes, no, I shall not be tempted. I shall.
You're doing very well at resisting temptation. Damn it.
I shall. And he walks over to the big glowing gem thing.
Yes.
Now, what is this exactly? And he looks at it and sees if he can find stuff.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're referring to the crystal prison.
Yes,
Yes. The crystal prison or the glowing potion?
the crystal prism.
You see that you can rotate the prism to cast different patterns on the walls.
Oh. and I will rotate it 3 times.
The first time you rotate it, you see the message, "We see you." The second, "Oranges are lies." The third, "There is no more cake."
Ah, the cake is a lie. I knew
So
the cake was a
I said,
lie.
"There is no more cake."
I said the cake is a lie. Ah, yeah. Yes. No. Yes. And he scatters over to the clock thing on the wall.
Oh, okay. Well, Babbage is apparently utterly convinced that he needs to investigate things and distracted, so it worked on somebody.
Mm.
Strange thing. It appears to be broken, and the hand is swinging erratic.
As erratic as the man himself.
Is it one of those clocks where you just see the hands going tick, tick,
It goes tick, tick, and
tick,
every now it goes tick,
tick,
tick, tick,
tick, tick, and then it goes tick.
I did my head in.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those ones.
The last time I had one of those at work, I took a hammer to it.
Seems about right.
Right. Now I should be better than this. I should be cleaning. Yes,
You should be cleaning. So much.
myself.
Oh,
That
okay.
is.
I thought you were going to start getting a vacuum out or something.
And he will go into what looks like a bathroom and starts.
The basin itself, is it?
Oh yeah, the basin then. The thing that's to the right of the entrance.
Yeah, because that's a logical place to have it.
Yes, he will walk in there and he will start cleaning up himself.
Hugo.
I want to investigate what's behind the door.
Which door?
There's a door in the left-hand corner, which I can see. Well, I presume it's a door. Looks like a
That's the
door.
door you came in through.
I thought I came up through the steps.
No, it's disruptive. Yes, screw it. Why not? Yes, investigate what's behind the door. I
I'm just thinking, Richard, like you came up through the steps because you described the box first.
I can make this work. Keep going.
So what is behind the door? Is the door unlocked or not?
The door is unlocked.
So I opened the door.
Inside is an empty closet with a large leather trunk, which seems slightly ajar.
My curiosity will get the curiosity of me, and I'm going to open it.
Inside the trunk, there's nothing. Seems to be
Okay.
empty with some strange foam inserts for legs, a torso, and a head, and arms.
The only one thing I want to check is the codes.
The clothes.
Yes.
But I've got so much written.
I know you would have.
I've got to find the right one. At first, you'll notice a pair of gloves draws your fancy. Seems to be bloodstained.
Okay. Anything else in any of them?
All of the rest of them seem.
Does that also include the boxes above the clothes? The clothes.
Yes, all of the rest of them seem like clothes you would wear each day. There are long coats. There's a dinner outfit, which you don't possess, hung up. But apart from that, nothing of any remarkable instance.
Okay. So at this point, I'm going to disregard the rest of the room and keep thinking about it. I'm going to quickly wash my hands and my face basically on the left-hand side. 'Cause I'm presuming that's basically where a basin would be,
Yes.
and prepare myself for dinner. And take a quick glance around the room. And just before, can I do an action just before I leave the room?
Absolutely.
Set a little trap just in case anybody enters the room after I leave.
You intended to.
A simple string of thread which I pull from my coat over the door frame and on the door.
Mr. Finch.
Yes. Ah. I believe this is about the time I get a message from Bensonhurst, is it not? There's a knock at my door.
Mr. Finch will
Ah!
message you, Benhurst. Dinner is ready, sir. As he says this, you will hear a... Sorry, sir. Just the dinner gong. Just a sign for dinner. We have no gong.
Ah, it is 7 p.m. then. On the dot. Punctual as always, Bensonhurst. Thank you very much. I'll go round up the others, if they're not already, roused. It's likely. There's always something afoot. Yes, very much so, thank you. I will see you there in a moment. And I'll go around and knock on the
I
doors.
want to make the point of I'm already outside the door.
Okay.
I read the
Interesting.
action.
That's true.
Can I have a perception roll then to see if you heard that? Well, of course you heard the scream. Everyone.
No, but I did it before even that.
I wonder if you heard the conversation between Bensonhurst and Finch.
Finch.
Which one's that one?
That is 26. No persuasion.
20. That one.
No perception is 24. Sorry.
Oh, you fucking liar.
Sorry. There's lots of P's. Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You're the one that made the read for me, you bitch.
Sorry. Unfortunately, the piercing screams overshadow slightly the sounds.
Okay.
We were talking through the dinner chime, like, exactly punctual. Yeah, so you couldn't hear us, unfortunately. Nothing in detail. You could probably see the two of us standing there talking.
That's about all.
Yeah, it's brief. It's a few seconds long, and then I continue on my way. Come and greet you. Alright, knock on the door, knock on the door. I believe dinner is being served, or at least it is time to head down. Is everyone ready?
Babbage will come out of his room, drenched in a towel, with a wet hair and just a coat over himself, and he walks to dinner.
What are you doing?
He said dinner was ready.
Yes, but it appears that you are not.
I mean,
So now it's Travis in this room.
I could go for dinner.
We are guests here. At least show a bit of respect and put some pants on.
I am covering everything.
That's not what I said.
Hmm.
I will go get the others first. We will come back to you in a moment. Get some pants on. Seriously.
I don't want.
And at this point, I'm
don't-
just gonna go. I just start walking down for dinner because I've already seen them two talking,
Did you
and I've
I-
realised the time.
But I don't want another Sherlock coat incident, Mr. Finch.
I'm not sure I understand the series of thoughts here.
Oh, do you not remember that flashy coat that was a little too large for you?
Not particularly. This doesn't ring a
I
bell.
think Lars is using his portfolio against you.
It got caught on a bush during a chase, if I can recall.
That does sound like a thing that happens to coats occasionally. I
And
don't get the
especially your
significance.
coats.
I still don't get the significance. Put some pants on. I will speak. We can continue this conversation later if it is important, but it doesn't sound to be. Where was Benson? Not Bensonhurst. Lady, whatever her name was.
Prudence.
Prudence. Let's go find. I shall go alert Prudence if the scream.
I do want to make a slight modification because I'm already out on the stairway.
Yes.
I want to make, because if he's coming up to meet Prudence,
Yes.
as I slightly pass him because I already realised dinner is being called, I will go, "You are very friendly with the butler.
Well-
Why is this?"
I've known him off and on for many years. This isn't my first time in the manor.
So you know this manor well.
Better than some. But there are. It's always being.
Information.
He
Better
will hear
than the chain.
theatrical coughing from my room.
But I thought you was down the stairs and already got heading towards dinner. In your
No,
towel at this point.
I have quickly slipped into pants. And I noted that Mr. Finch only said pants, so I still don an open coat over it.
I have already
So
taken
is it,
all of your dinner outfits. You are not doing this to me.
Okay, fine, I'll take the
You're not
dinner
wearing
outfit.
pants, though.
But if
Okay.
he's giving a slight conversation, he's not a perception roll.
Yeah, it is a perception.
Give me a
Let me
second.
hear this from Babbage's room.
Yes.
I found new joy in using sound effects. I'm sorry.
Ah,
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like a
yeah.
dying man.
It does sound like dying, man. It's a bit too dramatic, I fear.
I wonder if his room is particularly dusty. Anyway, let's
I hope
go.
not.
Has Hugo changed for dinner, or are you remaining the same?
I'm ready to say.
You're remaining the same, okay. Just checking. Because you're the only person that I
Okay.
know that potentially wouldn't change for dinner as a character.
I would not change for it because basically I do not want to wear the clothes that are in that room. I want to wear the clothes that I came in. Basically, I had a slight wash, as you know. Basically, wash my hands, I wash my face. Basically, and that is all I need to do.
Okay. Mr. Finch, here is your dinner outfit. Which I think Travis will wholly approve. Even if Finch is not.
Finch would not. I love it.
You love it, but Finch would wholly disapprove of it.
Oh,
Okay,
100%.
thank you.
I like the flair.
Yeah, as Hugo rushes past you, no, saunters past you, would probably be more appropriate down to that. Lady Prudence.
It's the one in the background of Finch's picture.
Yeah. Lady Prudence,
Yes.
are you leaving your room, or are you just being a bitch and I'm
Prudence.
staying here?
Well-
I don't care until
well-
Are you being
well,
approved?
No, wait a minute. He's just staying in a towel, basically not pulled up around her.
She's just standing in a
Watching
towel.
out, just going, I'm here!
Well, I was going to wait till Finch was going to get Prudence because Finch was already on his way. So I had a thing. I had a plan.
You arrive at Prudence's door.
Yes. Prudence, are you decent? That was the gong for dinner. Or the
Oh
scream
yes,
for dinner.
yes. I did hear. Yes, Mr. Periwinkle. Just give me 5 minutes, would you? I can't seem to adjust my hat. It doesn't want to stay where it should be.
I'm sure it looks fine. You could always
Has a hat now.
She
leave it behind as well, since this
She
is an indoor
opens the
dinner.
door and stares down the Finch. Do my hat look fine to you?
What does it?
Well, I may not
She's
know all the
unstable.
intricacies, but it does look alright.
She is very perfect. Like she's perfectly dressed and all for dinner, but she is very adamant about her hat.
I may not know the finer details of women's headwear, but it does look perfectly lovely to me. So I will leave it up to your judgment if you need more time. But
Well, if you think it looks fine, then well, yes. Well, I am ready.
Do I hear this conversation
Perception.
between those two? Which one is that one?
23. 24.
Mm.
24.
Oh fuck! I look pretty.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
God.
actually do.
Oh God, yes.
You most definitely hear this
Crazy.
altercation.
Crazy.
That looks like basically something basically like out of like Pirates of the Caribbean, basically like sort of theme.
Yeah, I think that Pride and Prejudice kind of style.
Oh yes, Pride and Prejudice. Yes, that's a good one. Yes.
Gotta find your Mr.
There.
Darcy, I know.
Well, yes. Well, will you escort me, Mr. Periwinkle? And she holds out her arm.
sure, it would be my honor.
At which point you will saunter past Babbage's door. Is Babbage ready yet?
Babbage is ready. For
Babbage
simplicity.
is wearing a kimono.
Good.
I love this.
He's not wearing pants deliberately.
He wants to be
Ah.
free.
Lars, I know
Right.
you too well.
Right.
You
I'm sorry, Mr. Finch, but I couldn't seem to find my pants.
He's in a beautiful
I sup-
embroidered gold kimono. I'm sorry, I can't find pants.
I suppose this will. I suppose this will do. A clever way of fighting the system, if you will. I applaud you on this. This was actually a very skillful. Anyway, shall we? You look great.
Why, thank you.
Can I have a perception roll from each and every one of you as you walk down the stairs?
Yes, you
Which
may.
one's that one?
A 17. I have the
Perception is-
kimono of perception.
The kimono.
Also
That's now
low.
an item I have to create. The kimono of perception.
Which
Yeah.
number is that one?
No, the
Right.
kimono of pantless perception.
Oh, yes, kimono pantless
No.
perception.
It's just a feat called pantless perception. You have advantage on perception rolls while not wearing pants.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the entire feat. It's a half feat. You get +1 to wisdom.
Yay.
The question is, am I wearing pants?
Yes, you didn't change.
That's very
But
true.
I never said that I changed nothing else. Right, which one number is it?
Pants means
Me.
trousers in this instance.
Oh God, okay. We're going off Americans, okay.
Travis is American.
Hmm.
Ida and Lars are Norwegian and they get pants too.
I don't like Americans, so it's fine. Right, what number fucking is it?
Neither does Travis, don't worry.
Well, it's because the word trousers is similar to the word truse, and
Yeah.
truse means panties.
Different thing, yeah.
So
Not
it's-
la
it means-
pantalones, basically in Spanish, basically means double trousers.
It's because
It's
the Norwegians are the
easier, though.
Americans right now, okay?
I
When
don't
it
know.
comes to the-
I know English, Spanish, French, German, most Russian, basically, other languages. I'm confused as fuck.
All of those except trousers, particularly. Apart from French.
Depending on the fucking language, but you don't want to say anything.
Gotta
Okay,
love
right,
languages.
fine.
It's the only instance where this will occur tonight. It's a fine. Yes, you walk down to dinner. I'm. Oh, you did yours first. So, Miss Professor Babbage and Hugo, you notice as you walk down, the paintings, one of them specifically, seems to have eyes that follow you down the stairs.
Yeah,
Not known to
that's
the other two.
creepy.
Human eyes.
I will walk up to one of the paintings. And seeing as I'm not tall enough to look it in its
As
eyes.
you walk up to the painting, eyes are slotted into the holes where once there were eyeballs.
I've still not tall enough to actually see. I will try to erect myself as tall as I can, standing on my toes. Just, must have been nothing. And then I keep walking.
You walk down to the grand foyer. All of you have been here before know that the dining room is to the west. Through this doorway here.
Come on, everyone.
Well, I'm with you, so I'm right.
You kind of have to go.
I kind of have to go.
Yes,
I want to make a clarification at this point. Because I was actually outside the door and heading out, basically,
We'll be there first.
certain person had to get changed, basically, into actually clothes. Basically, and then somebody else was picking up somebody else. Basically, where the heck am I? Am I first, second, or third?
You are
Or
first.
fourth? Okay.
Even though you are slightly shorter than the rest, you are first.
We do not question my double stature, thank you very
Because
much.
officially by D&D rules you're a dwarf, but we're not doing that.
I do not care, basically, what my stature is.
It's spoken-
Anybody's
it's
questioning my
spoken-
stature, basically, they are taking a damn fist to their gut.
Spoken like a true dwarf.
And my cigar, basically, will be lit at all times.
Yeah, you can find Hugo by the puffs of smoke that constantly pervade from his direction.
And I'm running very low and I'm getting very grumpy at this point. And I'm hungry.
Yes, indeed.
Well, it is dinner time, so I imagine we will be dining shortly.
We
So-
better be.
Say, you all were called here with a similar purpose as me, I assume.
Do
Some sort
not
of...
get killed.
That's Babbage's aim in life. Don't get killed.
I was here. I was called here to solve a murder. I've seen no bodies yet. But
Correct.
I
So-
mean, you heard a lot of bodies.
That is quite strange, is it not?
These bodies might be a doorbell.
Did somebody say bodies?
I knew it was
Sorry, I
coming.
got really that one.
So, yes, no, that is quite mysterious. What do you all make of this? I assumed it was some sort of game afoot, but
It's
everything
most
tonight has
likely
been strange.
going to start now, I assume.
Oh no, the games have already started.
Have you actually considered that we are all here?
I am
Because
looking
we
very
might be the people
suspiciously
that
at
might be
her.
murdered.
Sorry.
I admit the thought had
Was that
crossed
just
my
my
mind.
comment or somebody else's comment?
Murder.
Murder.
I admit the thought had crossed my mind, but I don't believe our host would be that obvious.
Oh, you don't know him like I do.
I don't trust
A
people.
wild, treacherous person.
I do not
I
trust people that I do not
Oh.
know.
I do not necessarily say to trust him, merely that he
Well,
wouldn't be this
I-
obvious if his choices were outright murder of us.
If I were our host,
I mean, some here would maybe even call him family.
well, if I were my host, or our host, I would have already started the games with our room. Don't you find it suspicious? At least I found my room suspiciously much like my own.
Oh, yeah, right. No, mine is just filled with puzzles.
Well, that
Mine-
fits you, doesn't it, Professor?
It does, and it bothers me.
Exactly. How about you, Hugo? Was your room to your liking?
Probably simplistic.
Yes, I assume it was very simplistic, given your stature. And I
My
assume
room was to my liking, but
exactly.
very familiar, which concerned
Exactly.
me.
Yes, that concerns me as well.
But are you not one for these tricks?
Oh, I don't believe for a second that. I believe the second we step into this house, the game started. So be on your guard, all of you. Anything can be.
This game
These
started
antics.
long before we stepped in this house.
I am going to smother whomever does that noise.
It's fine.
I-
Let me know.
I- I
mean,
am pretty sure there are certain words like murder that might trigger it from time to time.
I will
So you
turn
got
this Dungeons
murder,
and Dragons
you probably
game
got
into a real
smother.
murder mystery.
You probably got murder. You got smother. Basically, you probably got murder mystery. Basically, in it, and a few others.
Yes, if I know anything of. Give me a second here. I lost
No
something.
one trusts me right now. I'm abusing this shit. I don't care.
No, if I know anything of Vespertine, this game started either days ago when we got our letters over the last week or so. I assume they may not have shown up at the exact moment for each of us, but
No.
when the letters were composed, or possibly even long before that, he tends to be a little bit, let's say, manipulative.
Well, for now,
My
I would love
experience.
to play along with Vespertine's games. This is due to be a fun evening.
Fun could be
Is
a
it
word
just
for it.
going to be an evening?
It's
Or
gonna be
days?
interesting, might not be fun.
That I will give you. So, what do you all think of the particular intrigue that we have for the moment? As you said, we were sent a murder mystery, but no.
Intrigue is also one of the
I
words.
was
That's
ahead of
true.
you. I knew he was going to say murder. And I
But
know
as you
the
pointed
different
out-
pitch.
There hasn't been one. Or at least not one that we are aware of.
You heard the screaming doorbell.
I assumed that was some theatricality meant to catch us off our guard.
I assume that was the sound of the victims that will be our dinner.
Where did that noise keep
Well-
coming from? No,
I
Well,
don't know.
You could always just eat the vegetables.
Yeah, I could.
I'm not eating any
Will I?
vegetables.
No, I won't.
I'm a carnivore. I'm eating meat.
I'm
And I like my food.
Long pig is indeed something.
At least what I know is that to not eat is going to be rude against our hosts. So, well, have at it, I guess.
When
speaking
are we
of
going to
that,
meet our host?
I imagine that is part of the deception. I'm sure he's around here somewhere, always skulking in the shadows. Speaking of, is Bensonhurst? Are you around here somewhere? I believe we're all prepared and dinner was supposed to be served. You're normally more prompt than this.
I'm afraid we have had some issues with the staffing, sir.
Oh no! Did somebody quit again, or did?
The new
They
crew has
died.
recently arrived. I'm afraid she's
Ah.
not quite up to par. She's working on it, sir.
Understandable.
Please help yourself to a drink and take your places for dinner, which I seem you have
Can I get a cigar at least? I'll
Good,
just shout.
Of course, sir, you'll
good
find-
clue, like good wine, not for gulping but slow sips.
You see, you using them though. You will find in the dresser some Havanas the master has left. Lady Prudence, lovely Chablis on ice for you.
Ah,
Mr.
thank you.
Cornelius, some sake chambraying by the fire. Mr. Finch, I believe, schnapps in an ice bucket.
My tastes have changed a bit lately, but that will do.
Allow me
And at this point, I'm going to slap my fist on the table and go, "Where's a case of cigars? I want a choice.
In the dressing.
If I'm waiting for food."
Sorry, you are an American. In the drawer over there, sir.
So where's over there?
Just pick a place.
I will literally go here then.
I'm gonna lean over to who's nearest me? Where am I? I'm here. Who is this next to me? Okay, I was
I
thinking
know.
so.
Yes, it's
So I'll lean over to Lady Prudence and just go, the man wouldn't know a cigar case if it bit him on the rear.
Do I hear this conversation?
Perception. Let's find out.
It was very quiet. I would like to roll stealth against
You
that.
can absolutely roll stealth against that, or deception. I will give you either.
Perception is what, 24?
24? Yes, 24 is perception.
Deception or stealth? I'll take
I
deception.
mean, yeah, you beat him 7 to 10.
Unfortunately, you did not hear that conversation. You heard them whispering about something, which instantly makes you paranoid. But
Say, and I will I will turn around and go, "What are you two whispering about?"
Ah, don't worry about them.
Did you
Worry
find your
about
cigar?
finding your cigars.
Oh, it's fine, Hugo. I was just telling Mr. Fincher about the time you saved that child. You know, from the cart. It's fine. It's
I remember this story.
You were doing fine, and you were the hero. I was just telling
I
you about.
remember this story, but you are interrupting me choosing my cigar.
Well,
Nobody chooses my
We're on the
cigar
other
over than
side of the
myself.
room from you. Nobody is interrupting you, but you seem to need your cigar, so which one do you choose? I am curious as to your tastes.
And I'm going to take a very slow time, basically, of keeping my ear out over that end of the room, slowly sniffing cigars and going, "No, not this one," and choosing my cigars very slowly for the perfect one.
rosewood humidor of cigars.
But it has to be the perfect one.
Aina? Can I have a perception roll from Aina?
Oh my.
yes, you can.
Oh,
Dirty
that's-
20.
It's gonna be hard to.
You asked me for a dice roll.
Yeah. Oh.
What did you expect?
You can see that Babbage is getting a potion from under the table, from inside his kimono, and he sips it, and then he puts it back.
You fucking missed the hide.
Not yet.
Well,
There are some Coronos, some Maduro, and some Havana cigars. No, a Corona, a Panatella, and a Lonsdale.
now, did you mark that bottle before you uncorked it, Professor?
Ah, yes. It was
You
a
remember what happened the
standard
last time you drank an unmarked potion?
last time. It's been so many last times over the year. I can remember
I
one
know.
time where I seem to have fallen and slipped down the stairs, but I didn't. The fall wasn't like a tumble; it was like slow motion, and even though I went down the whole 10 flights of stairs, I still didn't hurt myself.
Flights of
Jesus.
stairs.
And
I
you're-
have
I'm referencing a potion of feather falling.
No, I get
I've
that,
known-
but still. Jesus.
I have known that many smaller falls than that to kill a person.
Ah,
you
yes, that's why
survived.
you should have potions. And he looks at himself. I think I'm alive.
Every now and again, Babbage jingles as he walks.
You certainly do seem fairly alive to me.
And at this point, after going after like 25 cigars, I found the one I wanted. So I will make my way back to the table.
What did you choose?
I choose one of the ones I wanted. It smelled very nice, had a nice aroma to it. One goes by the nose of cigars, not by the brand.
Ah, I see you found your cigar there, Hugo.
Continue to smoke
The
like
same.
a fucking chimney.
The same goes for potions.
Literally, I'm just like chuffing away, basically going, I'm hungry.
At this
I'm
point, is freaking Babbage shotting potions? Is that what's happening? Every now and again, you see Babbage
You
shotting.
will smell a potion.
hunger.
Go,
No, oh no, this is purple. This is one for sipping.
this is one
Can
thing.
This is
I would
NyQuil.
like,
Yes.
as Prudence, I would like to loudly exclaim, okay, we need to locate the closest chandeliers from the professor immediately, so we avoid any accidents.
There are
And I
four.
look up.
And at this
I
point,
look
I was like,
directly above
chandeliers
myself.
from him? Or chandeliers dropping on him?
It was
Well,
a
it
line.
wouldn't be the first time, wouldn't it?
But was
Yes,
they
yes, it
accident
would.
or on purpose?
We'll
would.
ask him.
I have never had a chandelier drop on me.
Oh,
Well,
I
that's
lie
true.
very obviously.
You are very obviously lying at this point. So much you've always got a twitch in your eye as you say it.
Well,
as I look up, I instinctively flinch.
now, luckily, it seems these chandeliers are a bit offset from the main dining table.
That has never stopped them before.
I suppose you're correct.
Accidentally dropping, maybe?
Babbage has an illogical fear of chandeliers now, is that what I'm saying?
Who the fuck is fighting diarrhea?
Yeah, that sounded
I'm
like
so sorry, it's the wrong one. It's still the wrong one, sorry.
yeah.
Still diarrhea.
Please tell me that's the one that you were trying to get earlier. Oh god.
That wasn't what I was
I
trying to
think
do earlier.
dinner's ready.
Dinner is served.
Is somebody shut up the plate
This one potentially.
with that sound?
Mm.
I can't be. Oh, there he is. Bensonhurst, along with. Where is the bitch? There's the bitch.
She's sitting on the other side of the table.
She's on- along with
Here.
a small maid. Doesn't seem to say a word. You're slightly terrifying, I'm going to be honest.
Yes.
You look like she's going to
Wait.
wake you up in the middle of the night.
Wait, Alex, is this one of my creations?
No, it's not one of your creations. You are not to blame for this. It's okay.
Because I have a slight feeling. I just got the deja vu of you and me creating Agnes.
I'm saying nothing.
You see, that's his live voice, but he might be.
I'm saying
I
nothing
don't-
about Agnes.
I have a sneaking gut feeling of something about Agnes that you once. This is. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh dear, the sweets are coming out. Oh dear, that's even more. I know you have, Betty, but the extra bag opening basically is concerning.
Dinner is served, madams and messieurs. And Bensonhurst will usher the maid away while he carries a large blue, large white. Sorry, I'm getting the right colour.
Large blue, yellow.
It's the colour blindness. It's fine. Large white tureen, out with soup, starting with Finch. As he starts to lift the tureen, you hear a clanging sound from the ladle. He starts to begin to pour what he thinks is soup into your bowl. He spoons 3 spoonfuls. Your bowl is empty and clean. Thank you, sir. And he'll start to move on.
Interesting.
to Lady Prudence, spooning nothing into your bowl once more. Croutons, madame?
How peculiar. And she starts eyeing her bowl. With her
You
monocle.
didn't answer his question.
You didn't choose to
It
ask,
was
but
in.
he's just going to move on. That's how it
Yeah,
works.
I wasn't planning on answering his
He
question.
moves on to Hugo. Hugo, he steps you and ladles 3 ladles of nothing into your bowl.
I'm just going to look at him and just go,
Ironically enough, he doesn't look back at you.
what is this?
It's nothing.
Your soup, sir.
Because there is nothing in my bowl. And literally at this point, I'm going to pick my bowl up and just go, hold it over him, and just go, there's nothing in it.
I don't know what you
Just to
mean,
prove
sir.
a point. But basically, do you not feel anything?
Did you do something, sir?
Exactly my point. I just tipped my bowl over you. You've ladled soup in my bowl.
He will stick his
There is
finger-
no soup in my
He will
bowl.
stick his finger in Serene. Ah, I see, sir. Would you excuse me? And he'll put the tureen under his shoulder. I'm going to have a word with the cook.
You better
Would you
have
like
a
a-
friggin' stern word with the cook. The cook is going to face me if I do not get food. I'm
Would you
very
like a
angry
hand,
with this dwarf at this point.
Bensonhurst?
Mm-hmm.
Chuffing my cigar at this
So you're
point.
pushing out a hand to Bensonhurst.
Yeah, no, I said, would you like a hand?
No,
Would you like a hand,
I
Bensonhurst,
will
in the
deal
kitchen?
with this and be back soon.
Thank you. Let me know if you need any help.
Also, Hugo, you might remember that our butler is blind, so he can't necessarily see that he's not ladling soup into your bowl.
But how does he know how to aim for the bowl? If he
He
I
can't
should
mean,
see
be
the
he's
able
bowl?
probably just experienced.
How does he know?
If
it's
he
in
had
the bowl?
experience, he will ladle with the weight of the ladle.
I agree.
Yes.
It's a little bit strange even for him. You have to be
Yeah.
understanding of basic accommodations for ones like Bensonhurst, but he is normally very good at his job. This is not like him. Something
This is
strange.
exactly my
Maybe
point.
Maybe the chef is pulling a prank.
Can
Let us
Or
check.
maybe the chef is dead.
If the chef is dead, basically we cook him.
Why don't
Eat him.
Why don't you go find out if the chef is dead?
And at this point, I'm going to get really annoyed and just go and check on the kitchen.
At which point you are blocked.
With my cigar!
I'm sorry, sir. We have prepared something else, and he's holding a steaming tureen.
Place it in the middle of the table.
No, sir. I will serve you.
No!
And no one can reach the middle of this table, including the butler.
well, that is a valid point.
This table is way too big. It's not meant for small people like you and me, Hugo.
Well, what about the big But I don't mind getting my hands dirty.
Mm,
I didn't even
I
think
mean-
of that one. So well done. I give
But
you
what if I
inspiration-
serve it?
I'll give you inspiration if it meant anything.
I will serve
Very well.
instead of anybody else.
hmm.
The tureen is indeed filled with soup this time. I shall see to the next course. And he will clip his heels together.
Good.
Does he
And now
double his
I will
movement
slowly
speed
go
when he
around.
clips his
Yeah,
heels?
it doubles his movement speed. He just says there's no place like home.
Boom!
And I will
He has
slowly go
birds of
around and fill everybody's dish with food. The lady first.
Oh, why, thank you.
I know
Off
she's
hard.
listening. She's smoking out of the window.
Yes, I am just. I am just. I am here.
She is actually smoking out the window. She is listening.
Yeah, I wish I had a fucking cigar right now, but I don't.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too!
Well, why, thank you, Hugo. I am famished, so. And she gestures to her bowl that is empty.
Oh, hang on.
Which I will fill at this point and slowly make my way around to the other two people. And then to myself last.
Some pumpkin soup.
No, you are.
Thank you.
You're leading into the bowls a rich butternut squash soup, pureed and seasoned with nutmeg and sage pervades. Swirling.
Question for you, because basically done with the picture. Where's the fucking garnishments then? They don't fucking float!
They aren't there.
Thank you very much, thank you. I have to be very specific at this point.
They aren't there.
Details matter, boy! Details matter.
They were meant to be there. If Bensonhurst actually plated it, but they aren't there because you are plating it.
He came out with a fucking bowl, man. So, if he came out with a bowl, he won't come out basically with the garnishment. So he should have gone back for the garnishment.
Not by this point.
Thank you, Hugo.
I'm going to slap him.
Even through your hanger, you are still always a polite company.
I slightly like you.
He is serving us.
Slightly like you.
He's serving us
I
regardless.
And also, you're getting soup, not by a blind man.
This is
So
true,
there's
that
nothing
is-
next time.
Do you have anything against the blind?
I don't. But I am very suspicious of the blind man.
They see too much.
Sounds.
And I'm
Lady-
still chuffing on my cigar, basically like puffing away.
Lady Prudence will take the closest cloth napkin and take it on her lap, and she will start with great etiquette eating her buttersquash, not
Buttons?
Butternut squash soup.
Buttocks?
buttocks. Yes, the buttock soup with great mannerisms. In
I have
silence,
another
and she
question.
will just hear. She would just listen in to every other conversation while she's eating her soup.
I have another question. I don't very often visit these sort of places, but should not the butler place the napkin on, basically down for the lady?
He's a blind man.
He's already having some difficulties with the soup this evening, so let him have this one.
But you said he
picking
is
on the
normally
blind
good
man.
at
He
his
is normally
job.
he's normally very good at his job. That's why I'm saying we should allow him a bit of leeway this evening. There's something
He's having
strange
a bad
going on.
day.
Here.
Okay. He's having a bad day.
It is a bad-
choice.
It is a bad day, and that is all we will leave it to. I'm sure he will be better soon.
I'm putting a complaint in.
With who?
The
HR?
butler.
The owner of the mansion.
You haven't even seen the man tonight.
I don't care. I still put a complaint in, but when I see him.
At which point it seems prudent to take a 5-minute break. else this is under. There we go. So you're having dinner. You have your lovely soup. I'm going to give you the tasting notes for the soup now because I'm that person.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, it's appreciated.
The natural sweetness of the butternut squash is balanced by the earthy notes of sage and warming nutmeg, creating a creamy, balanced flavour. The creme fraiche adds a delicate tang, while each taste is smooth and comforting as a hug.
This soup is better than my childhood.
I mean, the soup is better than all our childhoods, I think.
Despite the lack of garnish, it is actually very lovely.
The lack of garlic.
What a lovely soup.
I
I
feel like the
really
new...
I really hope the chef gets his pay's worth because this is a lovely, lovely soup.
Are you sure not the chef is dead?
I mean, someone made the soup.
But
This is
could
true.
be very late.
By default, the one that made the soup is the chef. He might have been killed after making the soup. We don't know.
That is the current postulation.
But it is a very nice soup.
Yes. But no, I agree with you, Prudence, that I certainly hope this new chef, she seemed to be new from what he was saying.
He?
She, I believe Bensonhurst said they had hired a new, a woman chef. It used to be some old gentleman from what I know, but apparently I'm guessing it was him that quit, but it may be somebody else. Either way, yes, I hope that she does get what pay she deserves, because this is quite lovely.
I'm sure she gets what she deserves.
I will make an interesting note. Actually, I'm going to ask for roles from anybody who cares about his soup-eating etiquette.
Soup eating etiquette.
Probably Lady Prudence.
Who? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the posh bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't see you eat
I'm
soup
sorry. No,
weirdly.
Hugo, no.
Yeah, I'm not even going to...
No,
Well,
I
If you
did
want
not
to, you don't have to. I'm not even going to ask for one from Prudence, because she would know for certain.
Hugo know
Uh,
anything about etiquette in the slightest?
But would I even?
That's what I mean. Do you? Would Hugo
Would
know
you?
anything about etiquette?
Probably even not, especially from my background.
So no, don't bother rolling.
There we go. So, Prudence, you will actually notice that Finch is eating almost effortlessly elegant. Not like he's paying attention to what he's doing. It's just weirdly habitual for somebody that lives not an uncomfortable life, but not necessarily to the lavish extent you would expect.
Yeah, no,
flawless elegance.
If
Casual.
Finch ate with Prudence's mannerisms, Prudence would find that weirdly because that is not what Prudence know of Finch. It's not his soup eating etiquette, but she doesn't expect it to be on par with herself.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it.
She does.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it does look effortlessly elegant. Nobody else would notice, but it's just the way he picks up, the correct spoon, and just those little subtle details where you're just like,
You know to eat from the outside in.
ah,
From left to right,
Yeah.
basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else probably would do the same thing, just not habitually. But for him, it's just eating dinner.
So basically, he keeps his cookery there, and he just eats with the same cookery, basically.
Yeah, precisely.
Sorta, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you knew your mannerisms, Mr. Periwinkle.
Oh, just a bit of an old habit I've picked up being around, you could say.
I'm delighted to see.
Glad I could be of interest this evening.
And she eyes you. She has her monocle moved to the eye that is
God,
closest
the
to you.
keeps swapping eye.
Yeah, she's swapping her monocle to her other eye.
She doesn't really have she
Nerving.
moves her eyebrows.
Yes, it just
Love that
moves her
visual of it just going to the
So she
You know-
still holds her posture with eating and shit, but the monocle just moves to the eye closest to Finch.
You know what will be more disturbing? Betty, you just take the monocle out, Betty, for the right eye, puts it back, takes one Betty from the left,
You got
one
one for
Betty
each
from
eye.
the right. Yes, that would be more disturbing.
Oh, I wish I thought of that.
That'd be so good. Future inspiration.
Yes, that is a future inspiration.
But yes, no, I was
Oh,
growing up. I didn't have the most wonderful childhood, but I was around with our host occasionally. It's since become apparent that he's mostly playing games with me, Hugo, many others. But beside the point, yes, it does have its. The upper class has a little bit of a rubbed off on me.
well, it's good to see a young gentleman have his mannerisms in order, on contrary to some others at his table.
Who are you looking at as you say this?
She eyes the not monocle eye to the two others on the opposite end of the table.
Babbage and Hugo.
Yes.
You can see Babbage take a potion vial with iridescent colors and just
chopsticks try to eat soup with chopsticks.
he just takes dashes it into the soup like he's spicing up the soup,
And I've eaten
and
mine.
then he just uncorks it and puts it back into his kimono.
Oh god. I've eaten mine, but then I'm chuffing on my cigar.
Okay, Hugo's eating it way too quickly. He's now
It's not
He
nice.
just tilts the bowl and drinks it.
Oh no, I'm not a savage, but I eat it. I eat it very fast though. But I'm not a savage.
He just
The
he just
finest.
took the ladle instead of a spoon.
So, what did you all make of your rooms? Mine was
Quite
pointed and
intricate.
garish, let's say, but seemed very deliberately made up for some
Mine
current
is
interests of mine.
Just a big puzzle. Well, multiple puzzles. And oddly specific to certain things I know about our host.
Fascinating.
Mine also was very specific to my style. Searched a few places. Was nothing of any interest really. The table was more interesting of my previous cases, which was the most curiosity for me. But for you, it's more curiosity, but he knew that you liked puzzles, but did you investigate the puzzle?
Yeah, of course he knows I like puzzles. We used to be close at a point in time.
Suddenly,
Right.
the lack of pants
This is
makes sense.
this is what I mean. He likes to know our past, but you did not investigate one puzzle.
I mean, the light thing did say something about we see you and the cake is a lie. Something like that, yes.
The cake is a lie.
I like cake. I mean, if I can get cake, I will enjoy cake.
I
There's no more-
would suggest not eating the dessert if it's cake.
There's no more cake. I don't think we'll be getting a dessert this evening.
Nah, man, that's just rude.
That feels too deliberate.
Crap. Yeah.
I want dessert.
Oh no, Ina will be sad.
I
In
got
the
a very
light-
sweet
I mean, to be
with my
fair,
cigar. I want
to be
this
fair,
another cigar.
this soup is sweet enough.
I thought it was on main by now.
Ah, it's
So who
7:15.
the fuck is screaming? Betty,
I mean,
shut
that's the dinner call. You remember from? And he shakes
next-
his clock
the next
15
course.
minutes ago.
The next course must be ready.
This is something I
What
want
about
in my
you?
house. I've got a bell.
What about
I
you?
want a screaming man.
What about you, Lady Prudence?
I'm going to
Was
send
your
you a
room?
link to the film that I took this from at the end of the session? You will understand everything.
I want
It
one.
sounds weirdly
I think
familiar.
I know the film, actually. I think I know the film. But I'm
Is
not
it an
saying
old
anything.
noir film?
Not quite. It's a spoof
Okay.
film.
I'm not saying anything about the film because I think I know it.
No faffing.
Trying to place it. Lady Prudence, what about you? Was your room to your both liking and, well, let's just say suspiciously so? You said something about it being comfortable, but
Yes, and she daps her mouth because she's finished with her soup now. Yes, no, when in the light of peculiar things in one's rooms, I did have something, and she opens up her purse and she takes out a stack of letters. I don't know if it was multiple or not, but she took with her a stack of in her purse. I did find these. They have never gotten to me. It's letters addressed to me. But I have never seen them before, and I can't seem to fathom who has written them to me. The signature is smudged.
seeing as she's sitting close to me, can I make a check of some kind to see if I can recognize these letters?
Yeah.
Close. There's like 3 meters apart.
I mean, the closest though. That's why it's a check and not just like, oh.
Yeah, the other tree has like a whole fucking huge table in the way.
Yeah.
Could she actually pass them to you if you ask?
Yeah, just put it on the plate, like ice. Was it table hockey?
This table is 30 feet wide.
No, it's excessive deliberately.
It is very excessive.
It's made of white Carrara marble.
But that's what I'm thinking, because it's so excessive. Could she actually pass them to you if you ask?
Given enough force, potentially?
That's what I mean. Put them on a tray or something.
You
Maybe.
need
I'm
to
saying
use
it
your
wasn't-
movement to
Humans
get
have this
them.
thing called legs. We
Yeah,
could definitely pass
exactly.
them back and forth if necessary.
Yeah.
I do want to see at a quick glance, though, if I can tell what these are, so I'm just going to roll perception without even waiting for an answer.
They are some
We'll
form of
see if I can
letter
tell.
Or paper.
No, I mean, yeah, no, I was trying to see if I recognized them.
You do
Um,
recognise them.
Oh,
Do you
God.
mind if I
that's
take a look-
massive.
Stop calculating the.
Oh my
This
God,
is-
that's huge!
It is-
Stop calculating the
Babbage's
perimeter of the table.
It is
Babbage
almost
is doing mental math.
No,
It is
I've
almost
already
one
done
bonus
that.
action for
That's
bonkers.
too big.
Yes.
It is almost one of Bunker's bonus
It's
actions.
58
Uh,
square foot.
Anyway. Would you mind if I took a look at those? Are those... You said these were found in your room? Letters left for you?
Well, yes, they are at least addressed to me. The contents are, I don't know.
Just very old and worn out, I assume?
Well, it
Like
is. I
Hmm.
well, you here
Sorry.
have the here have the first one, and she hands off just the top letter off, and
Sure.
she like leans over and like. And then she has to take a step in order to like reach,
I'm doing the same thing, I'm just reaching off into the distance.
like awkwardly reaching.
So I would like to take a closer look at this letter and see if I can help discern anything about it.
Investigate,
Maybe, maybe
my
not.
dear fellow.
Thank you.
You can discern they
Do.
are addressed to my beloved Prudence. There are rather scandalous remarks contained within, and ostensibly vulgar connotations and viewpoints regarding to her physical form and acts thereupon which the individual wishes to enact upon her.
I have to excuse
Oh, God, that
contents
table.
of these letters.
My table alone.
And she blushes a bit as she says this. They are a bit vulgar for my taste.
You did not
Am
write
I
this.
actually? I want to ask, Betty, am I hearing any of this? And is he speaking of
Over the
the
babbling
letters out
of
loud?
Well,
Babbage
I
is mumbling to himself as
For the
he's
sake of
measuring the
brevity,
table.
At the table, everyone can hear what everyone else is saying, regardless of the fact it's
Yeah,
that fucking wide.
I was going to state though that Prudence wouldn't even try to hide it. Like she would expect you to listen in on the conversation.
No, this is what I'm asking, basically. But am I hearing basically what he's reading in the letter as well?
I wasn't reading it out loud, so you would not be hearing it specifically.
Okay, that's fine.
So you would only hear her excuse for the vulgar contents, and it's not her taste.
Okay, that's fine.
That's all you know.
Well, I don't believe you wrote this yourself, so I would assume that there's no shame to have. This is somebody else's doing, obviously.
Oh gosh,
But it
no!
seems you have
how-
a secret
no,
admirer.
never.
Or
Well,
some form of
I-
secret admirer, at
Do
least.
we hear this conversation between those two?
Yes,
Yes.
you do indeed. The first letter says, my darling, how I wish to hold your supple peach in thine throat.
Oh god, that table! Stop measuring the table!
The table's distracting me. And split thine peach with thine own life.
Thank you.
well, as you see, the contents of this are a bit vulgar and yes, private. I wish to know who it's from because, as you see, the signature is smudged.
Oh, it's very smudged
Nah.
off, and you can not even really there anymore. It's so faded.
Yes.
Does it really even matter?
Well, you
would
wouldn't know, would you? It can be a clue, and it can be nothing. Maybe that's the
Maybe,
time
maybe.
letters.
How
We
strange.
can't take
I mean,
anything for granted in
think
this place.
maybe we are supposed to not be sitting at the dinner table the entire evening.
You know.
The lights will dim and begin to flash and move around, almost in a rave-like fashion.
Is this the musical part?
Somebody punch them!
Ah, it must be time for crabs.
The end of which oh.
Crack berry.
Marcus is having none of that.
I don't know what the fucking thing says because that to it. Anybody that knows that, I fucking punch.
Okay, we're gonna get way too distracted with this. We can't do the whole thing.
No.
We have to do some of it, though.
We can do just the beginning.
Right,
Yes.
well, I'm guessing we get out of our asses and we head in multiple ways. We split up in twos. Oh, for fuck's sake. God, I wish I had a cigar right now.
Too much. Yes.
How has that become some twisted tradition?
Per tradition.
Per
God,
tradition.
it's fine.
Babbage will.
No, shut up a second.
Okay.
As the lights stop, a figure stands at the head of the table.
This is our lovely host.
Fucking about time.
I'm assuming it's Vespertine.
Oh God, it's back on. Yes, it is better, isn't it?
I expected him to be handsomer.
Good evening, my guests. Delighted to see you again. It's been
This
so
is
long
fine,
since
yeah, yeah.
No, I can't remember your names. No, I can. It come to me. Delighted to see you. I'm glad you accepted my invitation of dinner and a murder. Yes? Delighted
Dinner
to see
of
you.
murder.
You see, I've invited you all here. The greatest living criminologist in the world is sitting at this table. No, don't look at each other. No. Look at me. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm the best. I'm the
I will-
greatest living criminologist there is.
Babbage will nervously look up at the chandelier over him.
This is what happens when I go fully for a fucking character I don't care.
I'm giving a very straight face, basically. Don't
every
look at
one
the
of
camera.
you, your entire reputation, existence. Let's stick with reputation. Your entire reputation exists on one simple fact: you have never had an unsolved murder. Without which, and he'll begin walking around the room, your entire behavior, all your clients, all this money, and he'll stare straight at Prudence, is gone. I offer you one challenge, after which the weekend is free. Tonight,
That was all of this was a free. Never mind.
when the clock strikes midnight, a murder will happen.
Can we choose who?
And has the murder already happened? According to your letter, the murder already happened.
A murder will happen exactly on 12 midnight.
As long as the clock.
By the amount of screams we heard, it has happened multiple times.
Games, playing wits with you. That's all.
Uh-huh.
At 12 midnight, there'll be a dead body on the floor, stabbed 12 times in the back with a butcher's knife.
You don't really stab with a butcher's knife.
You do, it's very beautiful.
And
12 times is excessive, at least 5 times the rest is enough.
the murderer is sitting at this very table.
Aye, that's the time.
I, the butler.
Aye, that's the time.
The butler's in it! He's a butler, always does it!
it.
It's done, it's solved! Let's go home, Richard, let's have them more pizza! It's fine!
Think that's the answer, do you? Fine. 12 million in cold hard platinum.
In hold
One
card
who
platinum.
solves the murderer.
Platinum's harder than will fend. You do know this, right?
12 million
yeah.
in cold hard cash.
That's better, thank you very much. In generic numbers.
If you-
Untaxable, untraceable, purely yours.
That's very good, but
By
you
the end
accept.
of the evening, I'll prove that I am the best living criminologist. Why are you walking towards me, Babbage?
Yeah. I'm just walking past you. Don't mind me.
I think he might just be a little nervous of the chandelier.
Ah!
don't like them.
I see. Any questions, my guests?
Are you going to give us clues before you murder, or does everything happen after murder?
Before I murder?
Yes, I
Does-
assume so.
Why do you assume it's me?
Does the murderer in the room know who that they will murder tonight?
Who knows? But one of us is a cold-blooded murderer.
I still eyed, but
I question this the
That's not
time.
fair.
If one of us is
I
the
have a
murderer, is one of us the victim as well?
Only time will tell.
I have a question.
Yes, my stout friend from New York.
You chose us for.
because
Why?
we're simply the best.
'Cause you are.
No. The best will not accept. You have to give me a legitimate answer to why us for. And it cannot be because we are the best or our reputation. Why?
You've all
Us.
written novels about your escapades. You
Have I?
withheld evidence in A Look at Finch. You've introduced characters in the last 5 chapters that were never in the books before until Look at Prudence. You've hidden secret clues in rooms that never existed in the novel. And he'll stare at Cornelius. And you've written in such basic language even a fool could understand it. But no! The truth is, all of you claim to be the best. Best time to prove it than now.
This is
So
a competition.
now I see.
I'm merely
It's a
It's a
game of
wits with you.
egos and a game of wills.
What better thing
I
to
want
play
to make
than an ego?
this. I want to make this comment. You think us your competition. You've done bad things.
Haven't
But-
we all?
We've done bad things.
Exactly.
And you know these. So you are trying to test us.
Testing,
Ah.
playing with. Games are so fun after all.
But I want to make this prediction. Who actually hears this comment? Because there's only 3 of us in this room, technically.
Oh, Cornelius is still at the door.
Yes.
He hasn't left. yet.
But
I haven't
technically,
left.
though, but considering the size of the fucking
We're
table,
not considering the size of the table. Everyone hears everything in this room. It's an echo chamber.
Unless you say you're
Okay,
whispering this to
go back.
yourself.
go back. Basically, I didn't hear them. They were talking about me when they were treating my cigars. Right?
I was whispering.
Yeah, he was stating he whispered.
No. That was later on in the game you chose whispering.
No, he did whisper. They were
He-
trying to be subtle.
I said that very deliberately at the beginning.
Yes. He did.
That was from the beginning.
What do you say?
But no matter what, basically you said in the chamber.
Yeah, true.
The DM said no matter what in the chamber, it's heard.
True.
Unless you specify
But
that
he didn't do
whispering.
he didn't do a roll.
True. But
We
irrelevant.
did.
To this point, it's fine. Well, up
Okay.
for the
This is
challenge,
such a
or are you
weird
going
thing to get hung up on.
Yes. Are you going to crumble?
I am going back to my room. Thank you very much.
Then Babbage accepts the game. How about
I-
the rest of you?
I don't imagine we have a lot of choice in the matter, do we? I'll say, glaring at him.
What do you mean? He'll press a button. Shutters will
Hmm.
descend upon the entire mansion.
Well, that's a little more direct than I expected. I wasn't going anywhere anyway.
Question to DM.
Yes.
As I leave, can I then go outside and ring the doorbell just for
No.
the screaming?
No, the shutters will stop before. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm
Yes.
gonna let you ring the doorbell before the shutters shut.
Yes. And that's all I wanted to do.
You're just gonna walk back into the dining room now. That's the only reason you left the dining room.
No, I was still walking up to
Okay.
my own room.
I'm considering that's the only reason he left the dining room at this point, just to press the doorbell. Well,
No.
what do you think, Mr. Grimstone, Lady Prudence, and Mr. Finch? Up for our little game? There is a man in his eye, which was even the picture anyway.
As I said, I don't think we have much choice in the matter, so I will play your little game.
Excellent! Lady Prudence?
Well, well, okay, Vespertine. For this once, I'll entertain you. But don't expect this to be a common habit amongst our circle.
Oh,
You
don't
know
worry,
your
by the end of the night,
reputation,
one of
don't
us will
you?
be dead.
Well,
That sounds like a threat.
Well,
It
there's
does.
no answer.
You, Mr. Grimstone, are you game?
I'm game.
Then I'll meet you all at midnight. And he'll step backwards into the fire and incinerate into nothing.
So what's the clock right now?
I haven't changed the clock yet.
oh shit.
No, that's what I mean. Just tell us the clock, I think. If it doesn't work.
It is... No, it does work. It is 9 o'clock. Precisely.
That was a
So it's 9
long time
o'clock.
for
The
wait for
game
soup.
So the game starts at
I for soup,
midnight, yes?
The murder happens at midnight, yes.
But it was
Okay.
good soup.
It was good soup.
It was very nice soup. The cigars was very nice. The cigars was more than very nice. Right.
I will go back to my room and I will rotate the pristine glass thing a few more times to see if there are more.
It's locked.
The room seems locked.
Could I head upwards from the kitchen?
You're in the dining room.
Well, no, from the dining room, sorry.
What, to your room?
No, this way.
Towards the study. You could. The only person left in the dining room are Finch
The bed.
and Hugo.
I haven't moved yet.
I'm finishing my soup.
I finished all my food, Betty. I'm very much a glutton, Betty, for good food. I will very much admit that.
Seeing as
Well,
Prudence is walking up, I will yell down to her, "The room's locked!"
Oh, well, I wouldn't put it past Vespertine to lock our doors. Our belongings are in there after all.
Mm.
Now, would you join me outside, Professor? It's
So you can murder me?
not even midnight. The clock is barely 9. I'm just merely taking a breath of fresh air, and it seems like you need it.
Yes, I'll join you outside.
You're going to try and go out the front door?
Well,
It's
actually,
locked.
no, because if I am an aristocrat, I've probably been in this mansion before to know about the conservatory.
Which brings me to my next point. Each of you are familiar with the layout of the mansion.
Oh, God.
God.
Top, so going from the left, ballroom, courtyard, attic, study, dining room, conservatory, foyer, driveway, kitchen, staff quarters, cellar.
Is the kitchen that far away from the dining room?
Yes, it is.
No wonder the soup took ages.
It's that far from the dining room.
That actually makes sense, mate. Because, question, right? What century is it set in?
It's hard to determine. Sort of late 19th, early.
Okay, that makes sense to me then. That's fine. I'm sorry, my logic works very differently than most of us.
When you have people to carry your food to you, distance is a lot less concerning.
Yes.
I like the word concerning.
So currently, Babbage and Miss
Lady Ravencroft.
Prudence. Sorry, I forgot her name for a second. In the dining room currently is Hugo and Finn.
And I have asked Professor Babbage to join me in the conservatory, because I would, from previous visits here, remember that it is a very beautiful place to relax a bit after dinner, which is something Prudence would do.
Yep.
Yes, let's go for a quick breath of air as we discuss what this madman is having us do. I'm sorry
Yes.
for calling your adoptive father a madman, but he is.
Oh, he was sort of mad.
You
Ah,
don't know that anyone else knows that, it's worth knowing. Hugo.
I just assume we go through here and just bluff.
Yes, I'm sorry, there is no actual staircase to take you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blurp over here. So
Imagine it as an elevator. I think that's the best of it. I'd imagine it as an elevator.
So Finch is going to go to the study then, which is what this is. Not Finch, sorry, Hugo.
I was like, huh? Hmm?
Yes, is Hugo going to the study? You said you were going straight up from the dining room.
Hmm?
You said you were going straight there. Yes, that's the study.
Yeah. I just wanted to see what's in the study.
Okay, Finch. What are you doing?
That's a very good question. What would he do at this moment?
Considering there's only the two of us.
I think what I'm going to do is actually over the next maybe half an hour or so, I'll make a very casual pace throughout the entire mansion, the entire manor, starting with the garden.
You're starting with the courtyard garden then.
I think I'll start with the courtyard garden and then just make a loose loop throughout the rest of the areas, so from the courtyard garden up to the the ballroom, then back down through the dining hall.
You're going to start with the courtyard.
Start with the courtyard and just meander through every room that I can, just pacing and spending some time memorizing every possible detail that I can, where furniture is placed, if there's any dust marks and secret passages that I need to be aware of, any
I'm going to be honest, you're going to have to do it in every single room you visit. I'm not giving you it for the entire mansion.
That's fair, but no, that is my goal for the next, because we have 3 hours until something happens. So I would like to spend the next probably an hour, half an hour to an hour, basically casing the mansion. You can give me general, or you can make me roll for each individual
I'm
room.
going to make you roll for each individual room. Because by this
Okay.
point, it is now a game of Cluedo. Or Clue.
But I can make this suggestion of I wanted him to follow me just because we was both together.
Yeah, I gathered that one, but it didn't happen.
I just wanted this to be in the notes.
Yep.
Oh, I wanted him to follow me. Then we had backup of each other.
You're still close to each other. So,
We are close, but not that close.
no.
Yeah.
You're close enough to not have an alibi.
I
Yes,
think I would have said I
um,
wasn't concerned enough at this point in time, because we're still well before the scheduled murder.
Yes, like he's a madman. He's never lying.
Doesn't matter.
No.
At which point,
A murder can happen whenever.
which point
I mean, I'm a
you
serial killer in real life. It's fine. Oh!
resound throughout the manor.
Is it this guy?
Oh.
Please tell me it's the
I will look
DM.
over I just want to look over to Professor Babbage to see if he's okay.
Babbage is not
Huh?
bleeding
What?
or wounded in any capacity.
Ah, yeah,
Okay,
no.
so I have ascertained that none of us are dead. That is good.
I would like to look to my left.
You see a woman tending the gardens.
What a woman. Okay.
It's a woman, okay? It's a very old woman, but it is a woman.
Are you sure?
There are
it's a woman?
traces of.
Are you sure
There are
it's a-
traces of mustache.
It's a day-old beard. Yeah, it's a day-old beard here.
There is a
Yeah.
old bit.
Right. Okay, if you said this woman was like 200 years old, then that's fine.
It's just a
It's
bit of
200
dirt.
years old
It's a
woman,
bit. Yeah, it's a bit of dirt. We go with
It's
that. It's a bit of
fine,
dirt.
but-
She's gardening.
So I unmute and then go like this with the bag, and I was like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that was noisy. I didn't put any of you to hear that.
If it's in a very old, very old woman, I would guarantee a mustache.
Lady Prudence.
Yes.
What
Like
would
green
you
fingers.
expect our madman of a host to pull off, other than that warning shot?
Well, if it's any of us, my bet's on Mr. Finch. Did you see how he ate his soup today?
The maid.
It's
Oh no,
preposterous
I did
how someone
not
of his
pay attention.
demeanor can allow himself the audacity of the mannerism of an aristocrat. It's preposterous, Professor.
The maid will come.
I
running
see
into the
jealousy.
conservatory
What?
with
Oh,
an-
Agnes.
With an expression of her face. But no sound comes out of her mouth.
Is she falling to the ground, bleeding?
Are you all right, madam?
She's a mute.
She will hand you a note.
I will open a note.
My name is Agnes. I cannot hear or speak. P.S. I don't work Thursdays.
And
I will
why?
go over to this woman. I will grab her hand. Or not like carefully grab her hand, and I will like nod and
She will look-
like
she will
gesture
look-
her to
she will-
move.
She will look at you and go,
Oh,
Switch.
I know what that means. I can't say it.
Doesn't that mean switch?
yes. Turn the switch.
Switch the other hand.
Turn.
Turn over. Whatever.
Turn.
Turn
turn.
around.
I'll turn around.
She will use it. She will grab the piece of paper.
Oh, flipped. Oh, yes, of course. Stupid me. Okay, yes. And I will flip the paper.
I think Butler is dead.
I will still gesture her to like walk. Like show me walk. I want her. My intention is to her to show me where the butler is dead. I will like do this to her, and I will like come on and like try and drag
Mate,
her
I-
along.
Prudence. And the Babbage will produce a pen and just write.
Oh, yes, thank you, Miss Professor Badge. I will, and then turn the paper, and I will start writing. Can you please show it in the most like perfect handwriting? Can you show me where the butler is?
She will
Question
look
mark,
at
and I will-
begin with, she'll look at her pencil, right? I know. Read. Common.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So you did
Wait,
you ever pick
is she
up your
writing?
sign language?
Is she
What?
writing in common?
Yes. She can
But she
write
can't
not
read common.
Do you Do you have any stats in sign language at this point?
Do you speak? And she will eye Agnes. I don't know, gnome. Do you speak gnomish?
And I will incite her. I mean,
What are you trying to ascertain from your insight?
I am a gnome, as you know, Lady Prudence, so yes, I would speak gnome. But I think Miss Agnes here is just playing coy.
You know what she speaks,
Just,
don't you?
hmm?
You know what she does speak.
Gnomish? The Minotaur, of course.
There you are!
Okay, so the butler obviously didn't die out here. We don't see him.
She started pointing tuning.
Yes, inside, yes.
Yes.
Have you considered that Miss Agnes might be lying to us?
Yes, question the dumb, the deaf and
Well,
the deaf
I,
and dumb.
I am starting to doubt her sincerely because it's not 12 o'clock yet. And the
Yes.
fact that she doesn't seem to understand that I want her to show me how
Yes.
or what
Literally telling
she
you
would
to
know
kill
about
her.
this.
At which point we will turn to Hugo first in the study after hearing the gunshot.
Oh, God. Well, at this point, I'm going to leave the study back into the dining room. I don't know how much movement I've got right
Whatever you want. There is no limit.
now. Okay. So, I'm going to rush straight to the gardens and go to the bottom of the stairs. But I think that's a decent place because I realise that's where my partner is going to be going, and that's where I'm going to stop.
I think honestly we would have probably met somewhere in the dining hall because I would have been not rushing but hastily walking back towards the foyer.
So yeah, you'll meet each other at the entrance to the dining room and the exit to the.
So if I'm back here, then bottom of the stairs, then
somewhere in there.
All right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Huh, I'm assuming you heard that.
Yes, I did hear this. What is happening?
Well, I assume our host was lying to us, and the game is afoot. Let's see if we can find the others.
Are we sure this is a game afoot? At this point? The doorbell screams at us.
I never said it was a pleasant or casual game, but it's certainly someone toying with us. So.
I don't disagree, but how can we know for sure?
We can't. But should we gather the others and see if we can maybe make some sense of this?
The others? How do we know where they are?
I don't know. I assume they would have come running when they heard the shot, so I was heading for the foyer. Come, it's a hunch I have.
Okay. So we take it 2 for 2. 2 of them, 2 of us. We keep an eye on each other.
We could do that.
As this is a game of a hunt.
I'm not sure it's so much a game of a hunt, but it could be. So, perhaps we can do that. Maybe best to watch each other's backs.
But it is a game of a hunt. Especially the mansion holder basically told us the person was murdered. We have to find the murderer. If I'm the murderer, you kill me. Maybe. But if I'm the murderer, I kill you.
Yes, there's logic in that. So if we do need to separate, we can do that again, perhaps. I did not expect anything to happen this quickly.
But I think over dinner, maybe we trust each other. As we were both invited to this mansion of killing.
I believe we were all invited, so I'm not quite sure, but I do see the logic that you are going with, and I agree.
Of course he does that.
So,
Okay.
friend, shall we?
We shall, friend. We trust each other.
And you're going to move towards the foyer.
Correct.
I'm going to move just here inside of the garden, I'm guessing it is.
Oh,
Yes, there.
So
you're
you're
Looking
not
at the wall.
joining.
You're going the opposite way.
Because
Where are
Finch
you?
was
Because I
clearly
don't
saying
see
he
you.
was going for the foyer.
Yeah.
over here.
Where are you?
I was here. I've headed towards the entryway.
The entrance.
Here, I'm right next to you
Over
now.
there.
Right.
There.
Right.
I'm heading, yep, all the way over
Yes.
here.
Okay, there you are. Sorry.
Yeah, I was standing right next to you, but like some of these tokens do blend in a little bit, especially mine.
Yeah, yours
Sorry.
plays it really freaking well for a reason I don't
Yeah.
really understand.
Like, literally,
It's
even
suspicious.
on my monitor, like, you blend in fucking really well.
Oh, yep,
I'm
nope,
gonna
that's the
keep there. There you
surprisingly
are.
the
I'm
suit
right
is
next to you.
just as garish as the rest of the place.
Are you abusing my
You're
manner?
fucking too posh at this point. I'm just gonna put this out. You're too fucking posh. I'm just gonna say it.
Right, you're in the foyer. Yeah. So you're in the foyer whilst Babbage and Lady Prudence enter the foyer, following the maid.
I would like, as we walk, to monocle Agnes.
Fucking monocle.
And I
Are
want to
you
inspect
putting the
her
monocle on
demeanor.
Agnes?
Yeah, are you monocling
No.
Agnes, or are you taking the monocle off and looking at Agnes?
I am using always the monocle on myself. In whatever case the monocle is used for is always against Prudence eye. But I will inspect her demeanor clothing. I want to see her spotless. That's what I wish to see. But if
Wow,
there's
are you
as much as
are you
blood
literally
sprinkle
critiquing the
on
service
her,
during a murder?
yes, I am being a racist and assuming
You're
Agnes
being
might be a
classist.
murderer.
You're
So
being classist.
Wait.
I am making sure that Agnes is not a murderer by monocling her.
This
I
is not,
So
don't
you're
think that's
checking-
how monocles work.
this is not a verb. You can't monocle someone. It's not like maiming them.
Can monocle someone. I am monocling Agnes, which means inspecting her.
I got your drift.
I think this is a class
Thank you.
crime.
Hey, you gave me a monocle. Of course, I'm gonna use it.
Of course, yeah. You're overusing it, darling.
So we're
No,
all in the
no.
foyer.
Fine.
Look down to see Finch and Hugo coming out, whilst the maid runs along the balconies towards the kitchen.
Okay. That's what she is.
Ah, of course it's the cook.
Of course it's a fucking maid. Like you should pick the maid, Becky ordered on oh god, what is it?
Butler.
Butler. That's it.
The butler's dead,
They don't know that.
supposedly.
The butler is always done with the suspect or the maid. It's fine.
Yeah, typical classism. It's always the fucking help and never the owners. Yes.
Right.
So
And also remember this.
Finch and Hugo, you will see Prudence and Babbage, wherever the fuck you are.
I'm here.
Where is
We
it?
we
I am in the middle.
We-
I am in the middle of the foyer.
We do blend in
Wow,
really
you
well.
blend in way too well.
Yes, it's very hard.
There.
It's very hard to actually see where people are.
Even to
I
me
can
at this
zoom
point,
down.
Jesus.
Could you?
Hey,
could
with the
you
line
make
is
this a
stealth,
size
you should
bigger?
see me.
Yeah, I'm
Right,
gonna make
You
you
could
one
make it a size
I'm
bigger.
gonna make you one size bigger
Yeah.
just for the sake of my own fucking sanity.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
here.
that's better.
that one's too size.
I'm
Yeah, make the
Oh, that's
dome the
better.
biggest one.
And I'm
Can you
right
make
here,
everybody-
also hiding.
Sorry. Can you
Oh,
make
God,
everybody one size bigger?
I have.
Thank you.
Yes.
There we go. It also fixes the scale a little bit. This table is still massive, but not the size of a small house itself.
No, it makes everything easier based on everybody's size screens because everybody's screens
Yeah.
are different.
We can see a little better now.
Right, I
You
follow
give me a purple
Agnes.
radius.
I'm giving
I
you
follow
all
Agnes.
auras. So
Ah,
you can
yes.
see
Yes.
everyone can see each other, okay?
I
There
am
they go.
following Agnes into the kitchen.
And
This is
as
still a one shot.
Prudence,
Yep.
as Prudence meets Finch in the foyer, she will elaborate on what they have learned from Magnus. I guess it's saying the butler is dead. I assume in the kitchen,
Ah, there.
seeing as they went that way.
That would make sense based on the shot that I assume you
I
heard
forgot
as
to
well.
Tell him she doesn't work Thursdays.
And Hugo would also have heard Prudence say
Yes.
this.
Come on, Hugo. You see this. My hunch was correct this time. The foyers are often kind of the heart of any proper manor.
Any proper murder.
Any
proper
proper murder too.
All stems from the foyer.
Any proper manner. So it's a good place to head when
Murder.
things are confusing.
This is going to become a 2-shot, not a 1-shot.
Mm,
I already assumed we were
I
playing this
already
next
planned for
Sunday.
this, didn't I? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I told
you
you
did.
all I planned for this anyway.
problem is, I already think I know what it is.
Interesting.
I have no idea.
No, I've got. No, I'm just going to say it right now, off the record. From what he's told me on off screen, I already know.
I haven't
Which,
told
like,
you who killed who.
No, but
Well,
you haven't.
if you
but
know, then you keep
you-
it to yourself now.
I am doing. Listen, I'm quite easily. I
I will
can.
happily tell you I have told you nothing which tells you who killed who or anything.
No, you don't. But I know you, so it's
Yeah,
very
this is
difficult
not
for
me.
me. Mm.
Yes.
Anyway, I see a dead butler in the kitchen or not.
The butler is not in the kitchen. Oh, let me increase the size of everyone now, because otherwise you would look like fucking
Oh.
giants.
Yes.
Please do.
That was an orc.
It is an orc, so as you walk into the kitchen, because I have to get a little bit of D&D here,
Mm-hmm.
you see Brutus, the orc.
Oh God, he's a fucking.
I now realise what I named him.
Why
Hey,
do
two
you
Brutus.
name him? And also the darn muscles and the teeth, and then I'm going to say
An
just
orc
fucking
Fine.
named
everything.
the mystery Brutus.
No, you didn't. But you
I did.
don't named him, basically because you wanted him that.
Is he going to die at midnight? Be honest.
No, he isn't.
Are we all going to
No.
stab him in the back?
No, he isn't.
Wait, no, he's going to help. Never mind. I had my lines mixed
No,
up.
no.
It's Caesar here.
I bet he makes a mean Caesar salad.
Mhm.
This guy here, basically, according to Alex's story, I'm just going to take this out there on the whim. Basically, Alex put him in there, basically, just to be a backstory guy. Basically, don't want to tell you whispers. Basically, he's a nice guy. Basically, going, I'm this damn Hulk. Basically, just going, this, and this. Be on your way, guys.
Oh, I can't
That's what
believe
he's going to
I
be.
named a character in a murder mystery, Brutus.
That's what he's going to be.
Etu.
I actually didn't consider that.
Oh well. What does Brutus have to say as multiple people are charging into his kitchen?
He says nothing but busies himself at the hearth preparing course number 2, which is fillet steak. No one has told him anything.
I'm at this point going to go.
Brutus.
I'm hungry. If I pay you a fair price, what would you give me for something to fill my belly,
He looks at you.
to fill my mind?
Literally making the food.
I'm not fucking talking to you.
He
I'm
looks
sorry
at-
at this point.
He looks at you blankly.
I want to know. You fill my belly. You give me knowledge. You give me your wisdom. What can you give me?
He will look at all of you blankly.
Right, zombie servants. Wonderful.
So it's not.
I will look
what-
over at Agnes. I want to see what Agnes is doing while all of this is happening.
Okay,
Agnes is running towards
So there's
you.
something in the kitchen that's happening then.
Agnes is
Blind,
towards the
deaf.
quarters, sorry.
Mute.
Do I
So
know
who's in the
What-
kitchen?
Brutus will look.
I'm
Who's in the
full.
kitchen?
Brutus will look at Finch and say,
No, yes. I thought that was as much. He doesn't hear, so I do not know if I don't believe he can hear any of
Yeah,
you.
why is Vespertid only hiring impaired individuals?
"It's an outreach program."
Oh God!
I mean, it's good for him or them, but it doesn't really help anything. It makes everything so much harder in the normal life.
If the cook is deaf.
Well, I don't see why it makes anything harder because sign language ain't that hard.
It doesn't affect much in the daily life, aside from the occasional instance such as this where a sense of hearing may prove useful.
I mean, none of these people heard the shots.
Literally,
But at this point,
They're
do you
all
not
deaf.
realise that the kitchen
Interesting.
people are all deaf?
no.
None of them would have heard the shot, so that wouldn't spike any form of panic.
No, but would that not perceive a perception throw of me asking him that questions to you asking people
Because he can't
there?
hear you.
Oh God!
Say, Prudence,
Yes.
You know, God's children.
you were following Agnes, correct? How did she
Yeah.
communicate to you that there had been some sort of murder?
Fighting
Oh well, she wrote a letter,
that she
and
For
she
some
will
reason
hand you the
can't-
letter.
she can't actually understand what you write back at her, which I think is horseshit.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it was very weird because she did write in common, but when I asked her a question back, she wrote, "I don't understand common." Look, and she holds up the paper to you, blatantly.
Well, that is certainly suspicious, and perhaps more so than what I was thinking initially.
Exactly how I thought it would.
Where is Agnes right now?
In
I
here.
can't say anything at this point.
It's
She
in the servants'
ran into
quarters.
the staff room.
Staff room, is that what we're calling it? It's the servants' quarters.
I can't say anything.
Servant's quarter.
Oh.
No, I
Right.
literally can't. I'm not saying anything.
Apparently, I'm going through a window here, but I'm following.
The maps don't quite match up with
Yes,
doors.
there.
Well, if I have an interesting
Yeah.
theory, and then I think we should all gather together, perhaps in the
Oh.
study, to
I
figure
mean,
out
it
what's
doesn't
happened.
really matter where we are because none of these people here, and the only servant they had that actually has ears to hear with is now shot dead.
Yes, but
So
the
we
study
can
has
talk wherever.
The study has a whiteboard and some comfortable seats.
A whiteboard.
That was my
just
end.
comfortable seat.
Entire
No,
point.
but, like,
You go to hold
if
a
I'm
conference.
if I'm talking to a person that's completely deaf, right? Surely you need to figure out that he's deaf.
Yes.
So
Yes.
at this point, I'm taking a step back, going like with my hands going like wild, going, why isn't he understanding me? And surely you are making this understanding of going, oh, he's deaf.
Please, someone tell Hugo that the cook is deaf. Please.
I already
we're
did.
all left.
Like, perception froze, please.
You can perceive if the cook is deaf or not. Go
Like,
ahead.
I'm flailing my hands around it at this point, double just going, like,
You're trying sign
I-
language, said before.
like, I'm trying sign language. I don't know sign language. Just double throw my hands around like. No,
I mean, you
like,
have
signs
heard
and everything.
you have heard both
Yeah.
Finch and Babbage talk out loud and complaining about why all the staff are
literally,
deaf.
Where are you? Where are you? Where am I on the map?
You are here.
Focus, please.
Where are they?
Right above you.
I was next to you until a few seconds ago. I did tell you that the cook was deaf.
So exactly, if you told me the cook was deaf,
Yeah.
surely you can't tell me either. Could I make a yell out, right, to the DM? What would it be to make a yell out? He's deaf.
We don't need to roll anything to yell.
Or to
You're
talk.
not.
No, yelling, screaming, crying, shitting yourself are all three
Um,
actions.
Unless it's crying
Okay, that's
blood.
fine.
Yes.
Right, so I'm going to make a yell out going, he's deaf! Try and
Yes,
make him understand.
Oh, okay.
I told you that. Yes. There's a whiteboard over there for your requests, or a chalkboard, excuse me.
You can't just put whiteboards in random places in my mansion to make the deaf people understand what you're saying. Especially if
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
common.
That's Finch's superpower. Finch is just manifesting whiteboards wherever he wants.
It just
Like,
manifests
if there was
whiteboards.
a whiteboard, okay. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't understand whiteboards in this game.
The
I
whiteboards
don't.
don't exist in this game. It's not a thing that happens.
That's fine.
Okay, that's fine. I trust you more than anybody else. Right,
Blackboards,
this point,
maybe.
Alex.
Finch can
Yeah.
manifest blackboards, fine.
Yeah, that's why I corrected it to a chalkboard.
Yeah. But everyone else has
But
moved
if
to
I
the
yell out, going, he's deaf, does that actually reach anybody?
Well, yeah, everyone if you're yelling.
Then yes, I'm yelling.
Okay.
You'll hear Finch yell back, "Hugo, come on! Yes, we know he is deaf.
We've
I-
all been here before.
Come along. We have much to discuss,
Are you
and there's
clear that
strength in
makes lots of
numbers."
my NPCs deaf, dumb, or blind?
Oh,
I
for
mean, it is today's theme.
It is apparently.
Very suspicious stuff this day of the murder.
One very important factor: how blind butler know how much he gets paid.
I mean,
I'm very tempted to go and say something, but I'm not going to.
right. Let's just
Right.
hear / see Agnes out as she points.
Agnes runs out into the cellar before you stand, or sits rather, was more appropriate at this table. Before you sits this figure. No, don't leave the servants' quarters, you bastards.
Oh.
I
Where are
haven't
you?
left it yet.
Can you ping it,
I'm not-
please?
You
Can you
just
ping it?
you're right under.
Yeah.
Move up
Okay,
about
then.
10 squares.
Okay, that's fine.
This sits over the table, draped in a sheet.
Okay, so they cared enough to put a sheet on it, and I will take the sheet off
They
the
gave a
victim.
sheet.
They gave a sheet.
That's a free action, I hear.
Yes.
For the slide! For the slide, dear! For the slide!
So,
Right.
over the table, slumped, is the naked dead butler.
Why is he
Here?
naked?
Nobody wants to
Hey,
slide over that.
Who took this man's clothes? He was dressed a few hours ago.
This is the
The
first episode of the
DM.
NBC special of Naked and Afraid.
Yes.
The
It's,
DM.
wait. It may be me who's too high, but I got confused. It's the table in question in the staff room or the
Yes.
cellar.
Yes, it's the staff room, dear.
Staff room.
And
Yes,
it's-
that's
Okay,
why we're
okay,
not
it's
allowed
pretty-
to leave the staff room.
Yeah, that's
The
what I thought.
DM
Prudence
is,
will immediately go over and pull off the sheets.
I already said I
For
did that.
evidence.
I apologize for this right now because the DM is taking inspiration from me right now. I'm sorry.
The naked dead butler is slumped over the table.
Yes, I
Yeah.
am. It's not me.
I will
Yes, he's slumped over.
inspect the wound.
No, you don't
I
want to
will
do
inspect
that.
everything.
No, you don't want to do that.
Medicine.
Medicine,
Monsieur
let's see.
Babbage.
Monsieur Babbage.
No.
Ah,
No.
it's not too
I
bad.
have an
Sorted.
important question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How thorough is your full body investigation?
Very thorough, my friend. I
Are
shall.
you asking him to turn and cough?
The dead victim. Yes, I'm searching his balls and everything.
Nope.
I will aid him with like tips and tricks, like yes, make sure and like reminders, like make sure you get that crevice over there. It's a bit.
I mean, I think a good wound is fairly obvious, Lady Prudence.
Well, this is why you do the dirty work, Professor. I don't want to.
And you will see he unscrews a potion bottles and just splashes it onto the dead butler.
What happens?
No!
Listen for it. Listen for it.
This is destroying of
Listen.
evidence. How dare you? How dare you? And she will tirade you for this. But I won't because it's
Ah,
a
yes,
tirade.
there we go. You see how he doesn't yell? That means he doesn't feel the pain from the sting. So he's clearly dead.
Put on him.
Basically, just hand sanitizer.
You put hand sanitizer on.
Just doused him in hand sanitizer near
Okay,
his
so
wound.
now he's flammable. How lovely.
Hey, I'm sorry, but all your NPCs are always
He's
flammable.
worse than that. He's worse than double sanitizer.
Can I now inspect the body for like
You're
what
going to
might
inspect
have
the body
killed
now, are
it?
you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's investigation.
What
too.
what killed the butler?
The gunshot.
Babbage finds
12.
no exit, entry wound, or means of attack.
No
No
means
blood.
of attack.
The means of being attacked, rather.
Oh, okay. Ah, it is suicide.
So,
You can't just declare that immediately.
It was
I-
suicide.
I mean, I can't.
Miss Twain hated herself. No,
I will also hate myself if I worked for this man.
Can each of you please roll an investigation roll?
Yes.
Please? And each of you may uncover one single piece of evidence.
Oh, okay. I suck.
Marcus has
Is it-
21.
Well,
What?
I already
21.
pre-rolled, so
I rolled a 10. I suck.
How
I'm
about Monsieur Finch?
Oh, God.
I'm still trying to find where my character sheet went because it. Wait, I remember now. There we go. Investigation, you said?
Sorry, 1 minute. I need to.
Ooh, I wish I had advantage on that one. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
13.
I can roll for Marcus, that's fine. Investigation.
Fairly
So
middle of the road for everyone.
That's very middle of the road.
that's very little for everybody.
So,
Is it just a bit from each? Just can discern one clue.
so.
The man is flammable. That's what we discern.
Definitely flammable, thanks to the ethanol infused.
He's definitely dead.
So, Lady Prudence, that's enough to see, oddly enough, an empty brandy glass sitting on the table near the butler's body.
I would take up the glass and smell it.
You gotta wait, bitch. Professor Babbage.
Oh, sorry.
There's a handkerchief laying on the table next to him. Mr. Finch. There is an almost empty bottle of brandy in the cabinet just across the way. Now I know you can prevaricate.
Pick up it. Now I can pick up the glass and smell it?
Yeah, now you can prevaricate, yes.
Yes. She'll pick up the glass and smell it. Does it smell like brandy?
Medicine.
Oh, God. I'm so bad at this.
Yes.
6.
Yes, you are.
I don't like to roll on Roll20. I just gotta say, I don't really like it.
This is also a test for me to see if we can just use Roll20 character sheets in Mortals.
Well, I do, but I don't like the fact that it rolls twice, because I feel like every time I roll bad, and I know... I
change that.
I like it, but it doesn't matter at the moment.
It smells
Yeah.
like brandy.
Yeah, like, it doesn't matter.
Nothing more.
This smells like brandy.
I take the handkerchief, and I will look at the handkerchief, and I will slightly smell it. Does it smell like it had any form of chloroform or something like that on it? An 18.
The handkerchief does not smell like chloroform, however, does have faint lipstick marks on it.
So we've seen
Shade of lipstick known as vermilion murder.
a million. Can I?
Vermilion? Did someone say murder?
I will take a decent look at the dead butler, and I will see if it is the same guy as the one who served us.
Oh, okay. That's a very valid point. That's also an investigation, sadly. I'm sorry. There's so much is going to be investigation because it's a murder mystery. There's no way around it.
23.
It is indeed the butler that served you.
Does he have the lipstick on?
He is not wearing vermilion murder.
Okay, so I see we have a charlatan on the loose here. Lady Prudence? No.
I already saw this coming. You would assume, as the only female, this lipstick might be mine.
I would, but you were with me at the time of the shot.
What a convenient evidence to leave behind from
there
the
are
real murderer.
Actually, yeah, no, of course. I think the real murderer is.
Right. I'm going just back off to the school. Sorry, back off.
Alright. Be 2 minutes.
I got a long call out. Sorry. Right.
Lansdowne?
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's one that I've got to take. Sorry.
Alright. See you later.
So,
Can we take a 2-minute break so we can quickly pop to the toilet? Is that alright?
Yes.
Yes.
No, Lady Prudence, I am so sorry. It was merely a jab, but we have not seen anyone of the staff members. pertaining this particular color of lipstick.
Okay, I have to ask for reference, Alex. Does Lady Prudence wear vermilion murder as her lipstick color?
She does.
Yes, that's my suspicion. Okay. Well, Professor, only just because and she starts pulling out her
Oh,
lipstick from her
you-
bag
You know
and
what?
applying it. Just because I am wearing this lipstick doesn't mean this evidence, and she calls it, is not planted
No.
here. It's not. I
Miss
have never seen this handkerchief in my life.
Prudence.
Yes.
Do you remember that during our soup, you took your handkerchief and dabbed it? And then put it back on the table?
Well, yes. Now you
This
mention it, I did.
may be the handkerchief and the butler was cleaning up, or it was planted here by another servant.
And you have been with me almost all of the time, Professor
I
Burbage.
have, so I know you haven't shot the butler, but it is peculiar that this is your lips shades and most definitely your handkerchief.
Well, that would not be the only peculiar thing this evening. If I may direct all of your attention to, this, just, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll sniff the brandy, but that's not what I'm talking about. The, we heard a gunshot all of just a few moments ago.
Mm-hmm.
What do I smell in the brandy? Because this is just as I'm talking.
Oh, interesting question. Can I have an investigation, please? No, a medicine.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Absolutely. A moment here. It's a 12, middling.
There's a faint almond scent to the brandy.
Huh. Sinai.
Wait,
Anyway.
I
The
wanna...
fact that you know that makes me so
Cyanide.
happy. Gareth, the fact that you know
Can
that
I
it's
just-
cyanide makes me so happy. Literally.
Can I just check if the butler is really dead or if he's just drunken himself to
How do
sleep?
you intend to check this? It's a valid question.
I will check for pulse.
I would like to point out a couple. While I'm.
I put 2 fingers to his neck and I will see if he has a pulse.
Okay.
And I will take my pocket mirror if I can't find any and take it under his nose to see if he's breathing.
Okay. Medicine.
So
Give me
while
one.
you're doing that, I'm going to continue my little mini monologue here and just sniff the brain. Huh, Sinai. Anyway, I see that natural one. But anyway, it's fascinating that we heard a gunshot. You all were alerted to the gunshot, or at least what we assumed by that, by someone who was deaf and would not have been able to hear it herself.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, the body we all found moments ago does not appear to have been shot to death, yet rather murdered with what I can only assume is cyanide. Here, smell this, Professor.
And the professor.
Do not drink it.
Oh, God. I took one step and that's how it came.
No.
The professor is taking
Tell me what-
the flask and he will do the little swirl and he will smell it.
Tell me what you smell.
Medicine.
Apparently, I smell medicine.
Smell medicine, yes.
It's a
Oh, God.
6.
It smells like almonds, which is not good.
It smells
Faint
like
of almonds.
almonds. Yes, it smells like almonds.
Well, it is not
And-
almond brandy, I assure you that.
Yeah, no, most likely not.
As many of you as I assume most of you know, almonds is a characteristic scent of cyanide, judging that
The fact
we have
that
an
you know that
unfortunate-
makes me happy and concerned, Travis.
departed member of
Makes
the,
me mostly concerned.
staff. I'll explain it all in a minute. It's actually kind of funny. We have a departed member of the staff here of mysterious causes and strictly not a gunshot wound. Anyway, I assume putting 2 and 2 together, he was probably poisoned. Though, without a full medical examination, there's no way to
Then
know.
again, wouldn't cyanide make you foam around the mouth?
Impossible. I'm not an expert in the field.
And I will walk over to the corpse again, and I will assist Miss Prudence with her
Jeez, Lady
medicinal
Prudence, disadvantage. Thank fuck for her.
yes. So roll again, Aina.
Okay, at least it can't be worse. Am I right?
It's vaguely better.
I'm telling you, I can't roll on roll 20. It's fucking dog shit.
I'm enjoying this.
I'm gonna stop pressing my thing and I'm gonna add it manually.
If you want to, go ahead.
Fuck this.
I will help her. Can we take the middle ground from 8 and 16? Call it
can-
12.
You mean 8?
Can- Can I carry over my 12 medicine check, knowing that this is cyanide, and just help them look and see if this is? I don't know for sure
Cornelius advantage. There we go.
if this is the effective cyanide,
Cornelius can roll with advantage.
which would be the 16 there, I assume, or the
he
12.
rolls advantage again.
Okay. Because I did give very important information.
You did.
Cyanide. Use it wisely, Mr. Knowledge. Lars,
He's
you-
not
are you
rolling because
rolling?
he's not paying attention.
Lars, roll fucking medicine.
What? Oh, I thought Cornelius was going to roll medicine.
Oh, Cornelius!
You are
Right, that's 22. I keep. Yeah, I have 3 different names people call me by. Is the Professor Babbage Cornelius? I don't know.
I'm gonna start
anymore.
calling you Q just to make things worse.
No, you can't,
Stop it.
that's what I call my car. You can't call him Q.
Oh yeah, it's a 22. It's a nat 20.
Okay, you absolutely believe that the
Butler.
was murdered with cyanide in his brandy. The lipstick, however, seems oddly of almonds too. So which poisoned him, you do not know.
Lady Prudence,
Yes, Professor?
do you perhaps carry a deadly kiss? Would you smell your own lipstick? Does it have a faint aroma of almonds?
This is where